sir. Good morning, everybody. Patrick and the people. Happy Thursday. Rich Rockwell here with a whole new crew in today. How y'all doing, man?
Groovy.
You forced me to be here.
Y'all are going to want to just be like right up on those mics if you can, if you
Yes.
need to adjust them or
This
anything
close.
like that. So,
Real
yeah.
intimate.
Rich on a
like-
Sunday morning.
There you go. That
All
works.
right.
We'll get to introducing everybody here. We'll start to my left. The one, the only man, a long time that we've been trying to do this, Turner Skelton, a fan of the show. And
Yes, sir. It's good to be back.
yeah, man, thanks for joining us. How's things been, man?
It's going good. Going
Yeah.
Good. Glad
Yeah.
to be back on the show again.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming in. You just recently finished up with your next semester, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Third semester of college. I got about 4 years to go.
Yeah. What are you studying again?
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Okay. All right. Are you going to go into like a specific, are you looking already at a specific type of practice that you want to do, or?
Yeah, I want to do child custody.
Okay. All right. That works, man. Is there, inspiration behind that, or what about it that drew you to that side of things?
Well, without getting too personal, I've been dealing with this for about 10 years now, and I want to be an advocate for children and single parents who've been going through similar things.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, welcome to the show, man, and thanks for hanging out with us. All the way down to my far right, you have Mr. C.J. Jenkins, IPCW co-owner and wrestler, right?
Yeah. It's not a wrestling show. You ain't got to do all that.
I know. Hey, we
Good
got to have fun.
vocals,
Right, there you go. It's early in the morning to do all that, too.
Way too early. My ears are throbbing now. Thank
How's things been going with you, though, man? I know we've had you on here once before. We haven't seen you for quite a while. What you been up to?
you. Well, I mean, not growing. So
Well,
that's
yeah.
the big thing. My hairline does, but I don't, unfortunately. Just been living.
Yeah.
Honestly, I finally drug, the world's greatest rapper up here.
No one ever said that.
Okay, you want it forever, right, dog?
I hate you so much.
Speaking about the gentleman to my right, this is Mr. Don Riggin, also co-owner of IPCW and, I guess officially retired independent wrestler now, though, right?
But I'm retired. I'm not going to say officially.
Okay.
I'm working on getting my body back
Yeah.
in ring shape. Any shape other than round.
I mean, I've been trying to.
But,
it's a tough thing.
It is. It's not easy, but I'm shooting for at least one more comeback run before I'm officially retired, so I can go out on my terms and not my body's terms.
Right.
But we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Possibly officially retired, but
So, and what's going on here, CJ? We got this belt here.
Oh yeah. It's actually the heavyweight championship that my best friend here had to hand to me after the last Infinity Pro show.
All right.
He's not happy about it, but the rules is the rules.
he's a dirty cheater.
And for those that don't know, let's tell them about Infinity Pro Championship Wrestling, where it can be found at, what y'all are doing, what's going on.
Man, so we work with the Boys Club in Jacksonville, Arkansas. We've ran there a little bit inconsistently over the last couple of years. But yeah, like our last show was legendary. I believe it was probably the best show we've ever put on.
100%.
We do try to focus more on the wrestling and not the theatrics. Yes, we do have some characters there, but we really try to put out the best wrestling product that we can each and every show. And I mean, we've been growing. We've hit a little bit of a setback with the venue, but once they get that handled and we're able to get back in there, like it's full steam ahead.
Nice. Awesome, man. Awesome. So do we know when the next event is going to be right now?
I'm supposed to have a conversation with them either tomorrow or Monday.
Okay. All
And,
right.
and to speak on what he said, good luck coming back. You'll still be down here while I'm right here.
Oh, shots fired early on.
I'll still always be taller than you.
At least I can still wrestle on my terms.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for hanging out with me today on this Thursday. Of course, we are the people, myself, Rich Rockwell. Patrick, not here. He's off in Oklahoma, currently filming for the Blocks. Unfortunately, I don't have any video updates from him today. I did message him last night and say, hey, man, can we get one? And I heard from many people, they were like, can we get a little bit of a longer one? Like, it's cool to see him, but it was, real short. And he said he was going to try and work on one, and I didn't hear anything more from him outside of that they are filming from like 8 in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night, every night throughout this thing. And I was like, Man, that's a long, intense schedule
That's a
every
long
day.
day.
Like, you're filming for 12, 14 hours. Yeah, that's crazy.
Does he at least get like a nap break or something?
I don't know.
I would need a nap.
He might be a little bit more angry when he gets back. We'll see. Just from sleep deprivation. No, good luck though. I hope he's killing it out there, man.
Sure he
Sounds like
is.
he's definitely enjoying, and it's
He is.
going to be a great experience. So good morning, Brad. What's up, Latasha, little doggy? Sean and Brandon, of course, hanging out with us in the comments. Thank y'all. I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling? Alex Johnson on Facebook on the Patrick and the People page says, round is a comfortable shape, though, man.
It is. It is.
Mitchell, morning. He says, morning, you filthy animals. Let the big dogs eat. What's up, Mitchell? How you doing, man? We had him on the show yesterday, and, man, he was a really cool guest. He came in here, played a couple songs for us and everything, man, and
Nice.
it was awesome having him on. So good job, man. Look forward to having you back here. And Sean Skelton says good morning today, too. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so, hey, man, if y'all have watched and seen it before, I believe, and CJ, you've been here. I know, Turner, you're a longtime fan, so y'all know how this works. We're going to cover over some news, and y'all just chime in where you want, all right?
Sounds good.
Good deal, man.
Absolutely.
Let's see what's kicking it off today. So, Michigan team's alleged planned attack on a military base was thwarted by feds. Authorities stopped a planned attack on a U.S. military base in Michigan on behalf of ISIS. Apparently, it was by a 19-year-old. Justice Department says the 19-year-old, a former member of the Michigan Army National Guard, was arrested Tuesday after he attempted to carry out a plan to conduct a mass shooting at the base's Detroit Arsenal facility in Warren. The suspect launched a drone as part of the plan. He's charged with attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization and distributing information related to a destructive device, which carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison for each count if convicted. So.
I mean, it's Michigan, so he was probably just trying out for the offense.
I was gonna say, and especially in Detroit, like he was talking about a mass shooting. Not that it's funny or anything. Like, thank goodness he was caught and they didn't
Right,
thwart
for
it.
sure.
But like, I mean, gunfire in Detroit. Oh, it must be Thursday. Like,
That actually sounds like brunch.
yeah, right, right. Apparently, Max is going to go back to the HBO Max name. Warner Brothers Discovery is changing their mind about Max's name. The company is going to revert back to the HBO Max. Warner Brothers dropped HBO from the name in 2023, simply making it known as just Max from Cinemax.
Remember that.
Says they're bringing back the brand that represents the highest quality in media. Added, returning the HBO brand into HBO Max will amplify the uniqueness that subscribers can expect. So, did anybody ever watch Cinemax for the movies? Come on now.
Yeah,
It had the
them-
nickname
them
Skinemax
late
for
night
a reason.
movies.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager.
When you were 13, yeah.
I remember Cinemax was always on my television, and my thumb was always on the go back button with it set to Cartoon Network in case my mom walked in when I was 13.
I'm pretty sure Cinemax is the one that everyone called Skinemax at school, right?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That's
mean, why don't they just separate the two? I mean, that'd be more revenue for them, right? Like if you had a Cinemax app and then a HBO app separately.
You would think so. I mean, I guess, but I don't know, man.
You know they're trying to bundle all the streaming services all together and create this new thing called cable. It's insane.
That's wild. I'm surprised they don't serve that on a.
I don't know why somebody didn't think of that idea sooner, man. I'm
Right?
telling you.
It's turn of the ages.
And then if they could like just push it through my TV with a cord or something where I didn't have to have, a whole separate box or all these apps, man, that'd be great.
And that's genius.
Right.
Someone's got to be on top of this.
Somebody does. Somebody does.
Well, you're round enough. You get on top of it.
Apparently, Halle Berry is granted temporary sole custody of her son. Bailey won in court against DDG. The singer-actress has been granted temporary sole physical and legal custody of her son until a June 4th hearing. Apparently, Halle Berry... Oh, no, it says Halle Bailey. Okay. Anyways, Bailey apparently filed without giving notice to the rapper because she was afraid that the violence would reoccur. The filing noted that she feared the other party would take the children out of the area before a ruling. Earlier this week, Hale was granted a temporary order of protection after she was allegedly attacked multiple times with injury by DDG. So I don't know if y'all are keeping up with all that story, but hey, that's what made it into the news.
No, but if he's abusing someone, and F that guy.
No, I mean, absolutely.
That's all I got on that one.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find anybody that disagrees with that.
Show.
Paul McCartney's children's book, High in the Clouds, that does not sound like a children's book, is going to be a movie. Apparently, Ringo Starr, Lionel Richie, Jimmy Fallon, and Idris Alba are among the performers who will lend their voices to a 3D animated film based on a 20-year-old Paul McCartney children's book. Sir Paul wrote High in the Clouds in 2005, and a film adaptation has been in the works ever since. Other performers include Celine Dion and Ted Lasso actor Hannah Waddingham. The soundtrack will include songs written by McCartney. The movie is set to be released sometime in 2027. So, hey, if you're a fan of that book, well, you're getting the movie. I heard they're just coming out with like a Coco Melon movie now too.
That's not surprising. They've added, as someone with kids, I've seen a lot of Coco Melon, and they've added a lot of story.
Oh yeah,
Like it, not.
I remember when it was
it's
just
all
songs.
It is all just songs,
Yeah.
but like the stories told in the videos and
Okay.
yeah.
So
But
you're for it? You'd go check out Coco Melon in the theaters on opening night?
absolutely not.
You're sitting there with your
But
popcorn
I'm
and-
done. My kid is 5 and he likes Paw Patrol and SpongeBob now. We are away from Coco Melon.
Right.
If I never hear Will's on the bus again, it'll be too soon.
Man, I'm in that same boat. You said 5, mine's 6, and I'm in that same boat. Paw Patrol and SpongeBob,
Yeah.
and like
I can deal with those.
I can get down to some SpongeBob because I mean I kind of grew up on SpongeBob.
Right,
He's been
yeah.
around forever, and of course, if you're a stoner, like SpongeBob is the best thing next to Rick and Morty. I kind of believe.
It's
but-
it is up there, and it's funny you brought that up because High in the Clouds was actually an autobiography I was gonna write. I hit my pipe a few too many times, and I never got started. But I'm glad that the name is taken off in some form of
And
capacity.
I mean, hey, Sir Paul McCartney, man, you gotta feel some honor with that.
And Idris Elba might be the one man I would cross the line for.
Yeah. All right.
That's
This
it.
ain't TNA. Just calm down. All right.
So apparently, this is going on. Some seniors at Davis High School in Davis, Utah, will have to retake their AP calculus tests thanks to a fire alarm. The scores of 162 students were invalidated this week after a balloon set off a fire alarm during the exam. The students were evacuated and were told they couldn't finish the test, which was about 75% complete for some. They were given 3 options: either submit the incomplete test, take the test during graduation, or retake it a week after graduation, or 2 weeks after returning study materials. If the kids choose to take the test during the graduation ceremony, the school will create another ceremony for them and their families. The options were laid out by the College Board, which administers the tests. Again, why is this such a big deal? I mean,
Well, I mean, why?
AP it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but
Why would they
anyway.
schedule the test during graduation? Like you're legit saying, hey, don't be there with everyone else that you went to school with. Come and take this test. They should have been like, look, let's do this after.
Right.
Like we're the adults. Let's tell them we'll do this after. Let them have their moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of silly.
I agree.
think.
I agree.
Silly
But
goose.
I guess at least they're giving them an opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, why would you pull them from a graduation?
Yeah, no, I agree with
Like
that.
that's a
silly.
very big moment for a lot of people. So
Well, man, after graduation, if you're looking to, check out some concerts, I got some good news for you. Live Nation is back with their sick 30 ticket to summer promo this year. $30 ticket to summer. There's something for everyone. The deal offers up seats to over 1,000 shows across the U.S. and Canada, where you can rock out with your favorites like Keith Urban, Kesha, Avril Lavigne, and more. Tickets officially hit the web May 21st, but if you're locked in with T-Mobile or Rakuten, there's early access kicking off May 20th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Here's the full lineup below. It says for more info, just go to the Live Nation ticket site. But yeah, $30 for a ticket to go to a concert, man, that's affordable.
It's not
I
bad.
mean, as long as it's not any of the people that you mentioned.
Well, no, it looks like, it looks like they got a few good ones here. Suicide Boy, Avril Lavigne, Bare Naked Ladies, Big Time Rush, yeah, Billy Idol, Black Keys, Cody Jinks, Coheed and Cambria,
That would be.
That'd
a
be
good
cool.
one, yeah.
That's
That'd
worth
be
it.
good.
Counting Crows.
I like Counting Crows.
How about Cyndi Lauper? I mean, I'm just saying it.
For the
A
music.
lot of history, yeah.
just wanna have
Right,
fun.
exactly. Dierks Bentley, Dispatch, the Doobie Brothers, Driver Era, Goo Goo Dolls, Halsey,
Halsey would be a good one.
right? Hauser. Sorry, what am I talking about? James Taylor, Keith Urban. Looking through here, Nelly, The Offspring, Pantera, Papa Roach. Man, those are some.
I mean,
not bad.
you finally listed some good ones.
Right. Slightly Stupid.
You are.
The goat down there at the bottom.
Oh, Weird Al? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Damn,
seeing
Weird
that.
Al's
Weird
on
Al.
there?
Yeah, he's listed on here, man. I was kind of.
That would be my number one pick out of
Yeah.
all those artists.
It caught my eye for a minute because I was like, is he still touring even?
Hey, Don, since Rich couldn't get us catering, he can just grab us tickets. They're cheap, so
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Y'all, these guys think they get the celebrity treatment around here or something. I'm telling you. Y'all fans of Foo Fighters?
Yeah.
They just announced their first concert of 2025, set for October 4th at the Singapore Grand Prix. The band, of course, led by Dave Grohl, will perform for fans at this big racing event. It's their first show since August of last year, when the band went on a hiatus after the scandal broke that Grohl had cheated on his wife and fathered a secret child. Says you can get tickets on their website, but yeah, man, they're getting ready to kick off 2025 and get back to it.
You
so,
said first 2025 tour? Like, how many are they planning?
I don't know.
That's.
Sorry,
would you
first
have to
2025 concert.
Oh, okay. So I was
Yeah.
like, they're doing multiple.
I mean, yeah, I
tours
guess they're
next
just
year. Like,
first concert of 2025. Yeah, I don't know
This
what
is the
their
Mountain
tour
Dew
dates will
getting
be.
to you.
It is, man. It is. So, let's see here. Netflix is bringing back an old show. I don't know if y'all ever remember the old show Star Search.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
old
it was-
enough.
Are you okay?
You're only 2 years older than me. Yeah, that's. I remember hearing about it, like with the old. What was that guy's name?
Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I always wanted him to show up to my door with $1 million, and he never ever did.
Yeah.
That's why we have dreams.
The Netflix upfront event has brought big news. The streamers resurrected, perhaps none bigger than the streamers' resurrection of this iconic 80s show. Apparently, Netflix is throwing their hat into the live talent competition arena by bringing back Star Search. The original Star Search premiered in '83 as a syndicated talent show hosted by Ed McMahon. It ran for 12 years and then was brought back in '03. For just a season, I think, with Arsenio Hall on CBS. But, man, it's had a lot of stars come through the name, at least. It's how Destiny Child's got their start. Britney Spears, Ray Romano, Dave Chappelle, Sinbad, the Backstreet Boys, Sawyer Brown, and Usher. So it says the Netflix show will stream live twice a week. No casting news or premiere date has been announced yet. But.
So it's not. They're not putting the old show on. They're actually making the.
Yeah,
new
they're
version.
remaking it. They're gonna start doing
Okay.
it. Netflix has really been like,
They're trying to step it up.
yeah, man, and I gotta admit I'm here for it. My Netflix interest, because dude, my ADHD killed me forever with Netflix. Because I'd start looking through the lists and then just start scrolling and like click something for 5 minutes and then be like, oh man, that looks cool. I want to go back and watch that. So, I'm kind of liking this whole Netflix throwing their hat into the live events. They got
Yeah.
Raw on. They
Yeah.
did the Tyson fight. Now they're gonna start doing this. I think they're really starting to.
Don't talk about the Tyson fight. That was terrible.
It was.
It's probably still buffering.
Probably.
I feel like they attempted to do that fight.
I was real worried about Monday Night Raw coming to Netflix after because that
I
fight
was
happened,
too.
Like 2 weeks before it happened.
I was
And
too.
I was like, man, if they do this to Monday Night Raw, I'm gonna find them.
Well, I'm pretty sure
And put them through a table.
WWE has a better production than the Paul brothers do.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried.
But it was
about
Netflix nonetheless. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but luckily, I don't think we've had any issues watching Raw. So
Well, hey, we got our other guest here that just came and joined us, Mr. Outlaw from Dad's After Dark. So we're gonna take a quick little break here and get him on in here, and we'll be back in just a minute, y'all.
If you're looking for a vehicle, you know where to go. Fitz Auto is the place to go. Now, you can go online at fitzauto.com or you can go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. What makes them different? What makes them special? Well, they work with you regardless of your credit history because they're their own bank. They don't have to ask anybody else. It's up to them who they work with. And they have late model, low mileage vehicles. They're going to save you money. They're going to put you in something you can be proud of, and it doesn't matter. Sports car, truck, SUV, boat, RV, camper, amphibious units. They've got motorcycles, anything you could possibly want on wheels and an engine. They've got it there for you. Check them out, fitsauto.com. Start there, in there. It's where you're going to go because it's the best deal.
Just how deep my love goes. What just happened was crazy, but ain't no one else knows. Woke up to a horrible sound, a man coming at me and a man holding you down. On your mouth I can see his hand. I've been in the game a minute, and I know how to handle myself. But you, baby girl, you ain't in it, and you the one being held. Don't try anything, punk, and maybe we'll let you two live. Now the combination to the safe you will give. Only a few seconds left if we were gonna make a stand. And if they knew what was coming, I promise they would ran. Give us what we want, or we start with your bitch. I can see they got gas. I have to quickly calculate the look in your eye. What was that? Wait, the rest, yeah, that was surely fake. In under a second, he on his back, his gun in my hand. But what about you, baby? What about the gun held by the other man? His gun swings around, and in that moment I knew, when all this goes down, I may fail me and you. Only a few seconds left if we were gonna make a stand. And if they knew what was coming, I promise they would have ran. Put the gun down, or I kill you and hurt. But what I didn't know, never knew, you pulled a gat from under the bed. All this time you was gangster too, and that's why our asses ain't dead. Please, mister, we didn't really plan to hurt you. Please, no. Only a few seconds left if we were gonna make a stand. Ride or die, me and you, ain't another that will do. And you know when the bodies are buried, ride or die, you and I. Ride or die, ride or die. If they had known what was coming, I promise they would have ran. Take a ride down Broadway. There's a party tonight. The 501's gonna be bumping. Guys better dress right. These Arkansas ladies jumping. And if it ain't us playing, it ain't that 501 party vibe. I mean, I'm just saying, we show the funkiest tribe. We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work. Getting funky in the 5 to the O to the 1. They getting funky on University Avenue, you know, way down Cantrell too. They bustin' beats out on Pleasant Valley, all the way across the city in a downtown Little Rock alley. You damn well know they bringing that swing over around Geyer Springs. They all just wanna get funked. They wanna feel that backbeat, bouncing in the backseat, riding down these back streets. Put the track on repeat. just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work. Shout out up Arch Street with a funky beat. No funky beat. Shout out Stiff Station and rolling down Chenal. We in the 501, y'all. Tell me you're feeling this right. That's the 501 on any night. Beat so cold, your ass got frostbite. 501 so funky, we just lit your pilot light. Is that gas? We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. Bumping in the rock, way out College Station, over at the Cowboy, shit, at the filling station. That's how it's done in the 501.
All right, we are back. We're going to try and fit everybody in here. We're going to do something new. So let me see. I'm going to have to adjust this camera. So which one am I on? Camera 3. All right, let's try and get every. Yeah. There you go. Just get. No, we can get everybody in there. There you go.
So we're
So
going to try something new. Last time
They can see how round you are.
I'm not falling for that trick again.
Height difference.
so now joining us, we'll give you the proper introduction here, man. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It is Mr. Outlaw Shane Preator from Dad's After Dark. How you doing, man?
What's up, everybody? How
What's
y'all
up?
today?
What you been up to, man?
Sleeping?
Yeah.
I
You came in. You said I don't usually talk this early in the
Yeah,
morning.
no, usually, like, I'm just now waking up, like, right about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most interactions, the wife coming in about 6:45 saying, I'm leaving. I'm like, love you, bye. And I'm back out for another 15, 20 minutes. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, no, life's good. Just busy as can be.
How's still doing baseball? Is baseball still going strong right now?
God, dude.
I know y'all been busy, man.
Yeah, I think next year we're gonna turn it down just a little bit.
Okay.
Play like 10 tournaments instead of 15. It's great, but gosh, man, there was a meme that came out the other day, and it had an octagon, a pentagon, a decagon, and a baseball, and it said money gone,
Yeah.
and that's real right there, man. That's 100% travel baseball is a different world.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. And you said you got something interesting coming up too with the travel baseball, a camp that your son's gonna get to go through.
Well, yeah, so he gets, we have been as a family, not as a baseball team, but as a family, we've been very fortunate with the whole Savannah Banana organization.
Really?
So we've, I think we sat on a waiting list for,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a.
I don't know, it's probably 2 or 3 years.
If you haven't heard of Savannah Banana Baseball, go check it out. They're on TikTok, YouTube,
They're
everything.
everywhere.
But
They're,
I mean,
they're broadcasted on ESPN this year.
are that dude? That's awesome for them.
So
Really cool.
they're selling out. Like they're putting baseball fields in football stadiums right now, which it was cool. There was one they did the other day that left field you could have bunted the ball over, but right field you got to hit it a full 100 yards.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it was crazy. They're doing it all right now, but they we've been fortunate. We sat on a waiting list for probably 2 or 3 years. Was able to get tickets, and ever since we got in that door, man, we've been blessed. My son got asked to play in the first ever Savannah Banana Youth Baseball Tournament.
Man, that's awesome.
That was
yeah.
super cool. We went to Savannah. Actually, that was in Cleveland, Ohio. And I did go to Bone Thugs and Harmony Avenue in the middle of the day while everybody was asleep. It was pretty sketchy. But, no, he's got to do that. And then we've just been able to do a whole lot with the organization, just going and seeing games. And we got to go on a cruise last year. And it's not me this time.
That wasn't me either.
That was my alarm.
Hey, no, but I'm so Patrick. When you get back, someone else uses the same alarm besides me. There you
I
go.
use that alarm too. So
Could
You see,
imagine
there's 3 people.
waking up to this every morning? That would suck, wouldn't it? Can I go back to sleep?
I didn't mean to interrupt you there, man. But yeah, no, man.
That's how we do it, right?
Right, that's- yeah.
There's
This is the game. We know
everybody
it.
be quiet. We're going to talk, and nobody else can interrupt. So, no, but it's been cool. So we get to go again this year. We're going to a Savannah Banana Youth Baseball Tournament. Chase gets to go play in a camp, learn all the Savannah Banana rules and tricks and
Man,
this,
that's
that, and the other. So,
not only is it an experience for you as parents on both ends to see it, your son getting that opportunity and to go see the Savannah Bananas, but
right.
like what an incredible experience for him, man.
Right. Nobody's left out. And that's the cool part about Savannah Bananas is their whole motto is fans first.
Yeah.
And they 100% abide by that motto 24/7. And I learned that we were in Cleveland watching a game. And when I tell you we were in the nosebleeds, there was 3 rows behind us. That was it. We were at the top. And players were coming up there to hang out with people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
So super cool. If you hadn't got the experience, get on the waiting list. Go watch them. Check it out. They've got some local guys. There's kind of the commentary guy, the announcer for the Party Animals. He always wears this big like pimp robe that looks like a leopard or something like that. He's from Bologna. Vincent Chapman, who is the dancing umpire,
Okay.
he's from Texarkana.
Oh wow.
So there's a few LSU guys. There's some local Arkansas guys that play, and there's like 5 or 6 teams now. So
That's pretty cool.
there's a reason to go watch.
Right, man.
But anyway,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
life's-
Well, man-
life's good.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it, and thanks for hanging out with us this morning, man. I know we got to get you all. We got the next Arkin Brawl coming up in July. We got to get you all out to do some more commentary along with Mikey G and stuff, man. That was fun when you.
And Mikey's kind of taking over the commentary for
Well,
that.
yeah, we brought him on, with us full time because we were just so. I mean, he was great doing your guys's, during the event, and I was like, man, I really like that.
Look,
so yeah.
in order to raise your average, you got to lower your standards. No, man, that's like the one thing that he's good at.
The one thing, yeah.
I mean, we pick at him all the time.
Just talking,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the one good is
Dude,
wrestling, dude.
he
truly
knows.
loves.
Oh yeah.
Like when we did the commentary one day when we were here, somebody did something, and I was like, "Look, he did the grandma, the something," and Mikey was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "It's actually called the sledgehammer or something." And I was like, "No, a sledgehammer's in the back of my truck." So, no, he knows it, man. He's good at it.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, nonetheless, good having you back, man. And
Glad to be here.
we were talking about food earlier, just before we came back on air, and I had told them, I said, no, man, I learned my lesson. I don't eat anything, especially when I'm going to be around anybody from the Dad's After Dark crew. After the, hey, y'all want to come be on the show and we'll serve you some dinner? Yeah, okay.
We're clowns, man. That's what we do.
So
We're
if we
always
ever go on the show, say no to dinner,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very difficult.
And then it'll end up being some like 5-star meal that they're all eating. They're like, oh, y'all said no. Yeah.
So that's how. So if you don't know anything about Dads After Dark, I'll let you in on a little secret. We're just 3 dudes. We sit around and do this right here. There's no script. We have no plan. The computer's in front of us because it's what runs our streaming setup. But other than that, we sit down and start shooting the shit.
Right.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So the only thing we do not discuss politics. We do not discuss religion because those are 2 things that turn very controversial, and we try to avoid negativity at all costs.
Yeah.
We're trying to be positive. We want to bring humor and laughter and support our community. We did a fundraiser last year. It was pretty cool. We did a music event with some local artists and had some vendors and bounce houses and whatnot. Excuse me. We ended up raising $14,000 for Second Chance Youth Ranch, which is a foster care organization in Saline County. So
That's awesome.
Isn't that
That's
up there?
really cool.
That's up there towards like Perry and stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, so that's kind of where we go with life. We just want to be real with the world and have as much fun as we can. But
Well, and now, sorry to just pause you there for a minute, but Dad's After Dark, you're not only just, a podcast of 3, awesome dads hanging out. You guys are now legit a 5-0.
yes,
Yeah.
we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So if there's anybody out there that knows how to operate one, hit me up. We're trying to figure it out. But we like to have local people on, kind of like, Patrick and the people and Rich and them. They want local people to come on and look out for each other and try to, make everybody the best they can be, with the help, networking.
Right.
But Patrick and Rich was like, hey, man, y'all need to come get on the show. And they're like, bet, let's make it happen. So we didn't tell them that me and Mikey and Rodney was having a cook-off between the three of us. And the ingredients consisted of Vienna sausages, potted meat, and Spam. And those had to be the three main ingredients. They had no clue what they were walking into.
Not a clue.
They found out quickly.
Yeah, I got a little creative. I did a bacon wrap smoked Spam block.
Yeah, that was about the best.
No, that sounds great.
It was
That
actually
actually sounds
really
fire.
good.
actually good. I mean, it was actually pretty good. And then my Vienna sausages, I did the same thing. I smoked them, and then I made this like habanero jelly glaze to dip them in. So wasn't terrible. The potted meat, on the other hand,
Yeah, man.
you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd. But they came in and they're like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Surprise!"
Welcome to the show.
Right.
Yeah, I think Patrick still wakes up with cold sweats over that show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meat sweats or something.
Just checking out the comments here. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We had where did it go? Eddie, what's up, man? Eddie Calhoun. He was talking in comments. I guess he just discovered about us or found us. He said we came across his news feed, and he's been a longtime fan of Patrick. He said, "Is this going to be a regular thing?" And his morning drive sucks now. So yeah, man, this is we've been doing this for a minute now. Yeah, we've been doing yeah. This is a normal thing, Monday through Friday, 6:30 till 9 a.m. Sometimes 8:30. All right, Central Standard Time. But man, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. And what are you talking about, Brandon? I don't even know. Yeah, Brandon says that mustache is sick, and then he said whiskers, and then I don't know.
So
not even reading
the
that last
mustache just
comment.
makes people say shit.
Right? Does it? Okay.
I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm used to it now.
Okay. All right.
But no, appreciate the love.
a
on
weird
the
power to
mustache.
have, man.
It is, dude. It don't matter where I go. It's like, it doesn't matter. I mean, red, black, green, orange, tall, skinny, young, it doesn't matter, man. There was a lady, this is kind of the perfect example. I'm at Walmart. There was a little elderly black lady, and she's staring at me, and I'm like, I don't know what's about to come out of her mouth. And then she just walked up to me, and she kind of put her hand on my forearm, and she was like, "Young man, I need you to know that mustache is pretty impressive." And I was like, "Well, I appreciate that." She said, "Now, will you reach up here and get that off the top?" Yes, ma'am, I will. It's cool.
Yeah, well, talking about, food and Spam and grocery shopping and all that fun stuff, I don't know if you guys are fans of Krispy Kreme at all, but it is the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man. Krispy Kreme has teamed up with Bandai, whatever, however you pronounce it, Namco Entertainment to launch a new Pac-Man donut collection. The Krispy Kreme Pac-Man collection is available now at participating nationwide locations, and they're going to feature 3 Pac-Man-inspired donuts. How many times can I say Pac-Man in a news article?
Try it 10 times fast.
Right. Pac-Man Party Donut's going to be an original glazed donut covered with yellow buttercream flavored icing and topped with celebration sprinkles. It's finished with a Pac-Man piece. Then you have the Team Ghost Donut, an unglazed shell donut filled with chocolate flavored cream, dipped in black icing, decorated with a classic Pac-Man maze and topped off with a Team Ghosts piece.
They gotta have one where Pac-Man's eating the ghost,
Right.
Or they're not accomplishing anything.
I actually think they want the fans to do that themselves.
I was gonna say, if you want to see a display of what Pac-Man does, is just line some donuts and let me loose.
That's what I tell my brother. He's a cop. And I'm like,
The greatest thing, though, is the way that Rich seamlessly transitioned from celebration sprinkles to finish. Is that natural, Rich?
I'm just reading the story, man. I'm just, yeah.
I can't see your screen, so I don't know if that was like improv or.
it straight up said celebration sprinkles.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my god!
It did,
That's
yep.
why I was like, what the hell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Good
think I
times.
will forever call them celebration sprinkles. At any time of the day.
Y'all been hearing about the FDA's pushing,
sprinkles on it.
what was it?
Go in the Golden Corral, get the ice cream.
The
put
celebration
sprinkles on there.
Dairy Queen. Hey.
There's a
Celebration
mad
sprinkles.
rant there. Where's the freaking celebration?
Should we just randomly go to buffets and start arguing over items they don't even carry?
It's funny you.
That'd be badass.
It's funny you mentioned that, though. I forgot to say it yesterday, and I was thinking about doing this. And I mean, Patrick, he put me, hey, there goes my phone. Don't worry about it. It's
I
cool.
know. Is your light going on?
Right. No.
It's about to.
No, I thought I might have had a message or something. I had to check it, But I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, well, Patrick did put me kind of in charge, to host the show or whatever. And he's not going to be here tomorrow, so we're not going to be able to have a rant.
Send it.
And so I was like, dude, for all the listeners out there, if y'all hit me up on Messenger, pick out like something from the week that we've read or whatever, like a 30-second rant, and do it and send me a video in Messenger, man. I'll like string them together and we'll do our own, impromptu rant off.
The hard part of that is everybody's got Patrick's way kind of in their brain.
Well, that's what I want, yeah.
So that's going to be hard. So the reason why I say that is me and Mikey and Rodney were talking as far as our show.
Yeah.
And was saying, we need to do, because I get on my soapbox quite often. And they were like, we just need to do a weekly run to where you get pissed off and tell somebody why you're pissed off. And I was like, no, we can't do that. He was like, well, I was like, that's Patrick's thing. And they were like, but no, that was his thing on the radio. And I was like, no, he's still doing it now.
Yeah.
I was like, so, well, I'm going to let Patrick have that.
Right.
I don't know. I think I would almost try to, if I was to do something like that, I would almost have to try to follow his footsteps. And then those are big shoes to fill. So I would probably actually have an aneurysm or a stroke because he goes hard sometimes. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, I hope there's a medical crew on staff because he's fixing to freaking fall out. Breathe, Patrick, breathe.
You could always do the, whole Peter Griffin from Family Guy thing, what really grinds my gears, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just roll with the way I do it.
Yeah, no, man. Latasha says, WTF is potted meat. Brandon was talking about it. He said, what was it? He said, fun fact, Hawaiians love Spam. They even have a Spam festival.
You know what SPAM stands for?
I'm afraid to ask.
Stuff posing as meat. SPAM.
There you go.
That's they didn't put that on the box, but I know that's what it means.
What is going on here? Okay, there we go. All right, this Mountain Dew's messed up.
Bottles are hard sometimes.
Man, I'm telling you.
So you grip and you twist. You're used to that motion. Just use it.
Let's do this real quick.
Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out reedfirm.com, reedfirm.com, or give them a call, 777-7333. You know what, as a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out.
This is derailed already. All over there talking about
No
celebration
way.
sprinkles and
It made you smile.
I mean, they make everybody smile. Celebration sprinkles.
Who don't celebrate sprinkles?
there it is. I found the button finally. Okay.
Pressing buttons all week and you
you
just
need
now found it?
The fart button on there.
Yeah.
We got one on all boards.
You said
We'll just have you do the sound effects. Who was that? Was it
Patrick
the
goes away, and here comes the fart
Was
jokes.
it
Right?
Voice Academy?
Oh, yeah,
that did all
the
those
yeah.
sound effects? next.
This is like when you let your kids, just take over the show. Yeah, the
Al,
fart
Speaking of-
jokes are out
speaking of
now.
old
And
movies,
Oh,
y'all
that's
seen
nasty.
the Naked Gun remake with Liam Neeson? Y'all
What?
seen that trailer yet?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, they're doing a
Yeah,
they're doing
see?
a Naked Gun. It looks like it's a continuation because
Yeah, 'cause
all
he
the
is-
there
yep.
it's like all the kids of all the original characters.
What's up, everybody? Sorry, I was going through some comments here on Facebook.
That's what I was sitting here looking
Yeah,
at.
man, I was seeing Alex Johnson. What's up? What's up, Trell Mick, Trell MCK said, "Sup, guys? Love the show. Thanks, man. Thanks."
Oh, Alex is on there.
Yeah, Alex Johnson's on there. Yep, he's been
Alex, go to
commenting.
work, man.
Morning, Michael. What's up, man?
He
Michael
said
Day.
do a
I
soap
bet Alex is also on Magic Arena.
Well, that's what we were talking about, because just before we went to break, and then I was like, "Oh, dude, that could be the name for your anger segment,
yeah.
celebration sprinkles,"
Yeah.
and you were like, "No, that'd be a totally, yeah."
Yeah, he agreed.
Well, I mean, also if you think that you're gonna get sweaty whenever you're doing that segment, you can.
I don't know.
You can always call it the minute of moist. Like, people would absolutely hate saying
So
it.
many people hate that word. Like I don't.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's in the dictionary.
You have a
Something wrong
problem with
it.
the word moist?
No, I think moist is a beautiful word.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Though?
That's where Rodney would go.
So tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder look to put their best-of-7 series against the Denver Nuggets. The Thunder currently holds a 3-2 series advantage. Tonight's
Okay, Stephen
tip-off
A,
is
calm down.
scheduled for 8:30. That's Eastern Time, and action can be seen on ESPN. Oklahoma City goes into tonight's game as a 4.5 favorite. Figured we'll cover over some sports. Two potential series-ending games face off tonight in the NHL playoffs. This is right up your alley. Aren't you a hockey fan, Don?
I've never watched a full game
No?
of hockey in my life.
I thought you were, man.
I like hockey just because I like fights.
Oh,
So,
okay. You
that's-
watch a free fight, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like people watching NASCAR to see a crash. You just want to see,
Another left turn.
Well, anyway, 7 p.m. tonight, Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. 9:30, the Dallas Stars versus the Winnipeg Jets. Hurricanes and Stars both lead the series 3-1. So, the 2025 NFL schedule's been released. Man, I've been seeing a lot about this coming out. So, debating can now commence as to who got screwed, who didn't get enough primetime love, all the whining and crying you want. But the way it's going to work out, the first Monday night football matchup will see the Minnesota Vikings visit the Chicago Bears. That's going to be on September 8th. Week 2 will feature 2 Monday night games, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Texans, followed by the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. September 29th, you're going to have the Jets and the Dolphins, the Bengals and the Broncos, and it goes on from there. You can probably Google it if you want the full list. You're not going to remember every team name I give you in the next
keep
5
going,
minutes,
Rich.
so. No.
First time you heard that.
I don't know if y'all heard about this, but apparently...
Girl, I'm gonna tell you just how deep my love goes.
That's what makes it the best.
Celebration
What
sprinkles.
just happened was crazy,
Hey Patrick, you better hurry up and get back home.
but ain't no one else knows.
So you were saying, Rich?
Oh my God, that was perfect. Like Patrick.
It's Thursday.
He's never gonna leave again.
He's like, I've been proud all week. I was like, haven't burned down the studio yet, man. Haven't burned down this Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday was the day.
Next time he's taking the show with him and doing mine.
Right, he gonna do on location. Excuse me, can we pause shooting for a minute? I need to.
He'll probably just run it all the week before and then just hit play when he leaves and nobody's got to do anything.
If y'all ever see a best of Patrick and the People, this is why.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
Celebration sprinkles included.
so hey, you said something a minute ago that brought something.
I've said a lot of things a minute ago, but yeah, go ahead,
you
man.
did.
You were talking about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Now I am not a NASCAR fan. I mean, is it cool? Yeah, but I don't watch it.
Right.
But I will be watching this particular race. The Coca-Cola 600 is coming up, and they're doing tribute cars to local heroes.
Nice.
The number 19 Bass Pro Shop car, which is Chase Briscoe, has basically on his windshield at the very top, it says Staff Sergeant Shaw. Staff Sergeant Shaw, which is Alan Shaw.
Okay.
Tattoo that's on my forearm is Alan Shaw. Local guy, hometown hero, man. We all love him to death. But he was a U.S. Army Staff Sergeant. He was in the former U.S. Marine, 1st Battalion. He was in the 1st Cavalry Regiment, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, and 1st Cavalry Division. Super, super awesome family, super awesome guy. And it is a huge honor to even be sitting here looking at this car right now, knowing that his name's going to be on the windshield.
Man, that is awesome.
When they're running left turns up there. So if y'all get the opportunity to check it out, y'all go check out that race.
Absolutely. All right, let's do this. They're making some noise there, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Josh Taylor over at First Horizon just did it again. I just had another first-time home buyer, a couple who got into a home. Literally, they paid $500 to get into this home. That's right, $500 total dollars is what they paid to get into their new home. Why? Because First Horizon Bank has grant money that they offer, whether it's income-based, you're a professional, or a first responder. They have grant money for all of that, and it can help pay your down payment, your closing cost, and more. Josh is good people. He's just like you and I, and he can help you out. Look, you want to get into a house for $500? Yeah, Josh Taylor's the guy to call. 351-2579. It's 351-2579. Josh Taylor over at First Horizon Bank, and you tell him that Patrick sent you, all right?
A love that was trampled, is it already dead? I keep trying, I'm calling your name. If we lose, it's a shame. And maybe even a sin, but it's dying, 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 dying. I don't want it to die. I don't wanna cry. I'm reaching for you, and you're asking why. Baby, don't you know you got the title to my soul? You bought that real estate on our very first day. Baby, I've lost my way back into your arms. Don't leave me in this frame. Don't you hear the alarms ringing, ringing, ringing? got the title to my soul. No, no, no. Baby, don't you know you got the title to my soul.
What's up? I'll have to look at the title for that. Yeah. Yeah, let's get back there. There we go. What are you doing over there now? Everybody's still talking about celebration sprinkles in the comments, man. And yeah, no, we're done. We moved on from celebration. Y'all seen that show on Netflix, Black Mirror? You know, with all like the mind
seen
control
some of
stuff.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, apparently it's becoming a real thing, man. Now, Apple is planning to roll out brain chip implants by the end of the year. Apple's getting into the brain chip implant game. Reporters say that by the end of this year, new tech from Apple could make its devices increasingly accessible to all types of people with disabilities and impairments. Apple has partnered with Synchron, a company that makes a stent-like device that's implanted in a vein at the brain's motor cortex. The implant is said to make it possible for people to control their iPhone, iPad, or Apple Vision Pro with mind control. According to Synchron, controlled trials will begin later this year, but there's already one person using it.
Well, they need to make that for everybody. Anybody got kids? Like,
Yeah.
no, what? See where I'm going with that? different, it's different levels.
It's just
of,
shock right to
of
the brain.
Shock, right? I mean, so like for your adults that can't stay out of prison, you know, just instant, man. I mean,
As soon as they're going to, rob a bank or
Right.
make a drug deal or something, they just, yeah.
that'd be freaking hilarious.
Right.
But I've talked about that. I was like, they make shock collars for Yorkies. I should be able to put one on a 12-year-old. It's like you never argue with me when I tell you yes, right? So
I mean, again, I see the benefit of it, like they said, for people with disabilities and impairments. But man, like, I gotta ask myself, we've got the robots, now we've got the brain chips. Like, how far are we gonna go down this road before it backfires?
all the way.
Yeah, you think we'll
All
make
the
it
way.
all the way into
I
it
mean, you gotta
and just be
think,
blind at the end?
I'm 49 years old. I was watching the Jetsons when I was 10.
Yeah,
Think about that.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Is it-
What they did the stealth bomber in the 70s, and they were that far ahead of technology in the 70s. Where do you think they're honestly at right now?
That's true. I mean,
There's a whole freaking warehouse somewhere in a desert full of fucking robots waiting to go ham. Dude.
just yeah. They're already yeah. I wouldn't put it far past you, Don.
Celebration sprinkles and all.
I think it's going to go until Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back from the future to
We'll
come
just,
after John Connor.
we'll just be
It's-
our own
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it's Skynet is coming.
Oh my god! And that's why I stick with Samsung. So yeah.
Android users, yeah, man. Me too.
Right.
Oh, were you trying to
We're trying to give you a fist bump there, man.
watch your language?
Okay, yeah, no celebration sprinkles.
Yeah, celebrate sprinkles.
Yeah. What about you, man? Would you ever get a brain implant or anything?
Honestly, no. And one thing I was going to say too is I'd heard that the military is probably about 100 years ahead of any of the technology
Right.
we have.
Yeah.
Oh
So, I
yeah.
mean, there's no telling what they already have that we don't see. Like we've got iPhone 12, they probably got like 22. So I mean, I see the good in it, kind of like the Neuralink thing, but I also think it's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't we have movies that tell us why this is not okay?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we've all seen, iRobot and yeah.
I mean, the Gremlins.
You're good.
I got
Yeah, the Gremlins don't have water.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind a little gizmo. All right.
right.
Well, man, yeah. Anyways, it's that's news, man.
That's wild.
Right. So apparently, boomers are now getting more forward thinking. Or I'm sorry, boomers. They've come out and said boomers are more forward thinking than they get credit for.
That's horseshit.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
says it's easy to brush off.
let the man have his moist moment here.
Right. I mean, I thought, yeah, if he's, yeah.
Why is
No.
that a lie? Carry on, not me over here instigating.
Well, a lot of people are saying that it's easy to brush off the boomers as the, get off my lawn crowd. But rewind the clock a few decades and you'll see a very different picture. Back then, when they were our age, I guess you'd say, they were the rebels, the rule breakers, the ones shaking things up. So they're basically saying, people from the boomers, they fought for civil rights, they questioned the government, they fought for gender equality, student activists, jump-started environmentalism, they built the tech industry. They normalized living together before marriage, destigmatized divorce, embraced non-traditional families, and redefined retirement. So
they're the reason.
thanks for screwing it up, man. Jeez.
I didn't do it.
I bet a boomer wrote that article.
I mean, I don't know.
Who wrote it?
I don't know. Let's see if it can.
There's
It
gotta
doesn't.
be
It doesn't say
somebody
source
with-
your tango.
With that
Let's
much
see.
knowledge.
Some guy named Arthur.
Right. Sitting in his basement. This will work.
But I mean, everyone here.
Oh yeah.
Around the
By
same age, right?
Alexandria Blogier,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
and she definitely looks like
A
she'd be a.
foreign boomer. At that.
But I mean, we're all around the same age-ish, right?
Yeah.
Other than Rich, he's like,
What are you talking about?
he's
man?
up there.
I just
How-
turned 30.
how-
I just turned 39 in
I'm
April.
still losing my hair. You've already done
I'm the
it.
old man in here.
Are you?
I'm 49.
But
Oh,
I'm saying,
jeez.
so a lot of us, honestly.
Boomer?
I think you might be the same way. I think Rich might be the same way, but it probably also depends on how you were raised. But a lot of us just, if you leave us alone, we're good.
Right.
Just don't. But I get the get off my lawn thing. I shared a meme the other day, and it said, them, hey, can I come over? Me, no, my house is in the shop. Can I get that? Do not invite yourself over. Ask, and if I tell you no, just know that I premeditated that no. I don't like company all the time. If I want to be around people, I'll just come bother Rich. Or, I'll get mad at this one because I'll call him just to, vent, and he'll be like, red. and
There
not
you
say
go.
anything.
You've talked about your dog a few times on the show, right? Outlaw. That he's gotten caught under fences and whatever.
Oh yeah, that dog's a freak. He's an outlaw himself. Look, we got a brand new fence. Just got a fence built. Storm blew the last one over,
Yeah.
and it's not 24 hours new. And I go outside for a minute, and the little Yorkie is just sitting there looking at me, and I was like, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, where's Copper? Copper! Walk outside, look. Nope, he done found him a low spot and was gone. And then,
He's not a boomer, is he?
no. And then when you find him, he's just like, oh, I get to go home now, and he's just happy. And but he's actually dug into the neighbor's yard
Oh, wow.
to go hang out with their dog. He's never been snipped in
So he's a butterfly. I'm not.
Celebration Spring.
What about you? You got any dogs?
Yeah, I got my son a Chiweenie. I swear it's the longest weenie dog I've ever seen.
It's got yeah.
All I heard was
Long weenie.
I've
Yeah, of
ever
course that's
seen.
all you've ever. Yeah.
I mean, he's way down there, and I'm way down here. So,
What about y'all, Don? You got pets, dogs, dog lover? I mean, you like dogs?
I'm more of a cat person, but I do
you?
like dogs. They're all right. My daughter's allergic, so
Oh, well, that's a good reason. I
I'm allergic
understand.
to cats.
really, I mean, cats are
Not
cool.
really, but I don't, man, I've had the worst experience in life with cats. Ever.
Well, new research on dog owners finds that 9 in 10 feel their dog's health is just as or even more important than their own. Here's the one thing that got me about the story, and we'll dive into it more. But from the study, 1 in 7 admit they would ditch their partner to help their dog live longer. Like divorce, breakup, hey, whatever. So what it says is half of them are so devoted to their pet, they'd clone their dog if they could. 10% confess there's no limit to how much they'd pay to do it. Many would also give up their favorite things if it could extend their dog's life by 3 years, including their favorite meals, 43%. 41% said coffee. 14% said they would go as far as dumping their partner if it meant their dog could live like 3 years longer.
So I have a funny story with that. I'm not going to say my friend's name because I'm sure people would come for him. But I actually had a buddy when his son was just 2.
Yeah.
He straight up said, he was like, if me and her ever divorce, she can have the kid, but I'm taking the dog. Said the dog's been here a lot longer than the kid has. 100% a
Wow.
real story.
I can
That's-
kind of see, not the kid part of it, but just the partner. Like, I mean, I know some people that are extremely loyal to their animals. Like, they brush their teeth, they do all the above for them. But I've never been. I'm like, hey, you know what? I love my dogs, but no, I'm first. You know, whatever. But we did have a situation with Copper. That's the dog that likes to escape. He was attacked by another dog that got in our backyard. And I come home, he's laid out in the yard, he's pretty much gone. And we snatched him up and hauled tail to an emergency vet. And $5,000 later, he's still alive. And I can tell you right now, there's no part of me that early in life would have told you that would have ever happened.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it, you know. I mean,
Right.
They do become special. I think a lot of it's because they don't talk. They eat when you tell them to. I mean, they use the bathroom outside.
Look, my favorite thing about my cat at the house, Sparrow, like, I can put food in the bowl, I put water in the bowl, and he will leave me the hell alone.
Right.
If he wants to go outside, he'll go to the door, cool, go, bye. But whenever he's inside, and it's storming or whatever, dude, I could sit down, put on a movie, he'll lay up against my leg
Right.
and go to sleep.
Right.
And like you said, does not talk.
Right.
It's the
They
greatest
just
thing.
Sit there and chill. But
And I mean, like he's really protective over my almost 1-year-old daughter.
Right.
Right.
Like, if she's not feeling well, the only time he like goes and lays near her bed is if she's sick, and he'll sit there just like this, fall asleep watching her.
I'll be darned.
Now, if I take her out of the bed, he jumps in there and he lays down, like covers
Yes.
up in her blanket, like. But I mean, primarily he stays outside. But like, I mean, he's protective over my kid. So
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to give up anything in life, but I might add something to it, you know, to take care of my pets. But
Right. Right.
yeah. Crazy.
Man, it is. Well, I mean, you know, hey, I can understand, you know, they do become part of your family, like you were talking about. I don't know that I'd ever, you know, give up a partner or something for
That
my
may
dog,
be why the
but
homeless population is so strong down here. Damn,
Taking my dog and sleeping under the bridge.
it's pretty bad in Saline County now too.
Oh gosh, dude.
Tactical, do you know Tactical Turkey? Have you seen him on?
I did see that.
Okay.
Not real familiar with them. But
Okay.
Yes, I did see that.
He wants to get together with y'all, have y'all out there to the range sometime,
yeah.
man. And I told him,
Don't
I said,
threaten
I
me.
know y'all be down for it,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
need to kind of get some introductions going
Yeah,
between
don't
y'all
threaten
and
me
stuff.
with a good
So
time, man. I'm all about the bang bang.
Bring the dick.
I don't know who this is. Weapon Collector came on, said you're all full of bull. So hey,
100%.
thanks for right.
And if you can prove that, we'll give you a hat. Anybody got a hat to get this guy? I don't.
Speaking about this, I was scrolling through this earlier. Apparently, a TikTok user by the name of Joy and Journal asked people to share their favorite not insult insults, and their responses didn't disappoint. So a non-insult, you know, not necessarily insulting you, but kind of backhanded.
Your
you
hair
know?
looks good, Rick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I said, you know, don't you hate it when you can't think of the perfect comeback to say to someone, or you do, but it's hours after you needed to say it. Happens to the best of us, and it's always frustrating. Luckily, you know, a TikToker is here to help you out. So they reached out and asked people to share their favorite not insults. More than 11,000 have shared their creative comebacks. Some of the best, you know, you might want to grab yourself a pen and paper to write some of these down for the next time you need them, because they were pretty good. So. First one was, what a strange thing to say out loud. Which one did you
That's what
see?
they mean by that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard that a lot. Holy crap. Now I'm a little bit nervous about something.
This one kind of got me laughing. It said, this person said, I can explain it for you, but I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
That's something Mikey would say.
Another one was, let's normalize keeping some thoughts to ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one that says you brighten every room you walk out of. That's my favorite right there.
Another one was, when someone, this person saying, when someone interrupts me, I like to say, your turn.
I'm going to do that next Monday.
Another one said, that makes sense when you don't think about it. I've used that one before. I've used that one on my kids. Says, when someone interrupts me, I say, oh, I'm sorry. Did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours? Yeah, I've done that. This one kind of gave me a giggle. Said, I wasn't insulting you. I was describing you.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had to stare me down when he said
I like to say that's cool if you're into dumb shit like that.
Or what's that one? It's like, I hear what you're saying, and I believe that you believe it's important.
This one was a good one. I bet your parents change the subject when you get brought up.
And the bed sheets.
You're doing your
Celebration
best.
sprinkles.
You're doing your best, and that's embarrassing.
Apparently, he does watch my matches.
I'll say, do you think, and then stop there, but you got to say it as if more is coming after it. Like, do you think, and then just leave it. Yeah, yeah. What was the other one here? Oh, there's one. That's a choice.
That's it.
Just simple. There was one we read earlier. Where was it? Oh yeah. This person said, "I'll say you look the type," and then I'll just let their insecurities take over from there. Yeah. Yeah. You look the type.
Has
What?
anyone ever, like, if you're trying to talk to someone and they're just not, like, you're asking them questions, they're not responding, and you just go, good talk.
Right. Yep. I've done that one. Yep. 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 Or yeah, if it's just a one-sided conversation, you're like,
We'll talk later.
right. How's it going? Good. Oh, what you been up to?
Oh,
Not much.
But do that to them whenever they think that y'all are going to talk later.
Right.
This is why I don't like people.
Right. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. What have you all ever used any of those insults? What's your best like non-insult insult?
I do with my kids sometimes because I coach baseball.
Right.
I had a kid on the mound not performing. You know, he just walk after walk after walk. And I walked out on the mound. I told him, I said, if you don't start throwing strikes, there's going to be an Amber Alert for you for the end of the game.
Did it work?
No.
No.
Actually, there's a TikTok where a guy basically ad-libs coaches going to the mound talking to kids, and that's where that came from. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, is that the one with like the drunk coach or whatever they always pick on? They
Yeah,
say he's like
sometimes-
drinking. I mean, he's obviously not, but yeah,
We
it's all
walk out
played
there
up.
and be like, hey, it's a 12-year-old. Your high school coach just called. You're cut from the team.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
those are always good ones.
Yeah, whenever, I play Call of Duty a lot, so you know I talk a lot of smack.
Yeah.
I'm currently chat banned for that, but but when people are saying things that I find exceedingly unintelligent, I like to be like, have you ever wondered if your parents were related before you were conceived? The signs are there.
Dude, the amount of shit talking on there is unreal. This kid couldn't have been more than 6 years old the other day. And he was going off, dude. And I was like, I was muted, right? And I was like, hey, buddy. And he was like, what the f you want? And I was like,
Whoa.
I said, where's your mom at? And he was like, probably at your house. And I was like, damn right she is. And then he realized what he had said, but it was like, what are y'all doing, man? You freaking keyboard gangsters, man.
Oh, dude, there's so many of them. So many of them that talk so much smack.
It's like, you realize we're on the same team, right?
Supposed to be helping each other. Yeah, man, you got to get
At
that,
point, just go and shoot him.
Right. There you go.
Playing hardcore.
You said you got chat banned on Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Man, they chat banned that now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
easy.
you can't. And like, I don't use any of those like the words that
Right.
are automatic chat bans. But what happens is people talk crap, and then I talk crap better, and then I get reported because what I said was much meaner.
That's because they hadn't read that list and they had no comeback.
Now
They
we've
just-
got him, yeah.
They report you.
Yeah.
Whenever you used to rap, right?
No, we're not talking about
I'm
that.
just-
That's not happening.
I mean, who wants to hear him rap? Like,
Hey, I rapped one.
Nobody.
look, a duet right there.
Dude, I do it
What's
every
up,
year,
Darren?
man, about Christmas time.
He's got the yes, you got the gab.
That's it. No, I did. I went to Little Rock Mills, graduated a long time ago, but we used to ride the Metro bus over to the Metro Votech school. There was a whole group of guys in the back that would sit back there the whole way, and they'd be with pencils and stuff, making beats.
Yep.
and rapping, and I went back there once and got in it with them.
And where'd you go?
I realized that I was overly Caucasian.
I went to McClellan.
Okay, yeah. Same, dude. You kind of had the same experience.
Oh yeah, I was in the hip hop scene locally from the time I was 18 till I was about 22. I
what's up.
performed at Juanita's,
Right.
The Big Dome. What was it? The Village.
Oh, the Village.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before they
it
shut
was
it down. And
no longer the Village.
right. But yeah, I did the hip hop thing for a little bit. There is out there in social media land a few songs still floating around with
That's
me
awesome,
on them,
dude.
but
I rap the
that's
songs that I know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. But
no, I did all my writing whenever I did it. It was fun.
I
but,
love hip hop though. I'm a big rap guy.
dude,
Like my son's
it's my
12.
favorite. Yeah.
I had to learn too. So, I grew up with Pac and Biggie and Bone and,
Right.
and all the old school hip hop. And when my son started being able to actually hear what I was listening to, I was like, all right, we've got a problem. Because can't be listening to this stuff. So we discovered Lecrae.
Yeah, Lecrae.
NF, dude. NF,
Dude, I love NF.
Dude,
He's
NF is they label him as Christian rap. He's really not Christian rap, but I think they label him that because he doesn't cuss or use any of the vulgarity.
Yeah, and because of the kind of message that he
Right.
does give, and
But-
it's a lot of it is about things that people like men's mental health that
Daily
people
life,
don't
yeah.
talk about.
And
that
if you're going to talk about men's mental health and rap, like what about Dax?
Right.
Dax
right.
is good.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm getting chills
Yeah,
talking about it. I
right.
was listening to him in the car.
Yeah.
But I mean, he has a whole album out right now called "From a Man's Perspective."
Right.
From the first song to the last is just.
And that's what a lot of people, I think there's a huge difference in the word rap, because to me, rap has always meant rhythm and poetry, R.A.P. And a lot of folks, they just group that in. That's why I say there's hip hop and there's rap.
See, and I don't like some of the new stuff because if you listen to it, it becomes extremely redundant because they take the word hop in the rap and they try to rhyme that word with every possible word in the book. And like to me, I want to hear a story. Like
Right.
M is amazing at telling stories.
Yep.
Lil Wayne is amazing at telling stories.
Yes.
Man, they're just lyrically there. And
Yeah.
NF and like so that's the kind of
I mean, I think one of the funniest things that's happened recently, especially with Eminem, is what was it? The Death of Slim Shady.
Yeah, Death of Slim Shady.
That
Yeah.
album. He intentionally did that to try to get himself canceled.
right.
But he just proved
He
you're not
can-
going to cancel everyone.
He's
like,
invincible.
When you're
Dude, yeah.
Invincible.
when you're watching, like I'll get on this whole TikTok rabbit hole, and there'll be like some of the goats, and they'll be like, "Man, would you ever battle M?" And they're like, "Hell to the no."
I mean, was it 50 or the game that one time said, like, you don't go after
Right.
the white boy
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He changed
leave
it.
him alone.
He changed everything.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But you mentioned Lecrae. You heard of KB?
Yes, we went and saw KB at Winter Jam,
I was there too.
and that
Yeah.
it was different
Yeah.
because he performed.
Yeah.
I was expecting to hear what we listen to every day, and it wasn't. But I'll tell you, who surprised me at Winter Jam was that little country girl.
Ann Wilson?
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
God,
she's
dude.
good.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Blew my mind. I was like, this ain't Winter Jam. I'm at a daggum Haggard concert. This girl's opening up, so.
But I mean, I think that was actually a concert where you had a little bit of everything for
Yeah.
everyone, and it was my first Winter Jam.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. But like in my mind, I'm like, I want to see Skillet.
Yeah,
obviously,
Skillet
love him.
rocks.
I'd been listening to KB on the radio and YouTube Music. Finally got to see him. I think he
Yeah.
probably had the top one or two performances.
He's one of the realest.
Yeah.
Like, so,
And then Ann Wilson, like you said, like
That was
she's
amazing.
just like that's who my fiance likes.
right?
And I was like, I mean, I like some of her songs, but then I seen her actually perform, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's good.
Wow.
Yep, she's really good.
That's awesome.
Well, switching gears, this is one that'll definitely make y'all go, WTF. Slidell, Louisiana.
all
Slidell.
you had to say.
All right. Slidell police had to respond to a call Sunday evening, apparently, at a Lowe's parking lot where they found a naked man inside a display shed, and he was
Displaying his nakedness.
he was waxing the dolphin in there, man. Yeah.
He was actually back there trying to make some boudin balls.
Yeah.
So those sheds are made to display what?
Yeah. Well, apparently for him,
Fools?
right? Yeah.
I feel that he was doing exactly what that shed was intended for, based on the
Did he
name.
say he had a He did a Vaseline. He had
Yeah.
a container of Vaseline.
Look,
Yep.
I'm just
I think he
saying.
was just trying to make sure all the hinges were
In,
sealer.
in Louisiana,
Lubed
if the
up.
shed's a rocking, don't come a knocking. It doesn't make a damn where it is. Just leave the shed alone.
Like, why would
let the
you-
man finish with the celebration sprinkles. They're valid across state lines.
I've never understood that. Like Pee Wee at the movie theater, man. Like, what is it about being out in the world that makes you just want to freaking
It's risky business.
use
Right.
that soap over there?
The new, I think they were giving this away. It's the new, the Wiener Cleaner soap. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Mine, I can wash
I'm
it as
actually-
fast as you
I'm
want.
There
actually
was an
going by
emotional
those after
crocheted
this.
butt plug around here too somewhere. I don't know where the emotional butt plug went to. If y'all
That's
need that,
insane.
it's a little. We have a little red crocheted butt plug around here somewhere. I don't know.
Patrick
No, I
probably took
definitely
it with
didn't.
him. It's his emotional support tool. These 15-hour recording days he's going through.
Do they have these in a small?
You'll have to get with Amanda. I think she's the one that brought that in.
It does say
So
medium on it.
it does, yeah.
I'm assuming. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, nuts.
That just reminded me. So
So, anyways, yeah. Apparently, officers got this call around 5 p.m. on May 11th. Did you really just look it up?
no, this is something totally different.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that here in just a second. They apparently it wasn't until the fourth or fifth shed that they located the suspect lying on his back, pants around his ankles, using an open container of Vaseline and an electronic device while allegedly masturbating. So,
It's probably a vibrating vape.
with taser drawn, police said they ordered the man to pull up his pants, roll onto his stomach to be handcuffed, and he was probably like, "Ooh, kinky,"
A taser. The man is.
right?
He's finished.
Hey, he had his weapon out. They did too.
They wanted to add some fireworks to the celebration sprinkles, man. You know.
Celebration sparkles.
Yeah, yeah. The man reportedly admitted to his actions. I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do? You were caught with your pants down, man. You're literally,
Literally.
literally,
I
But
was
his name
checking
was
myself
Shaggy.
for ticks.
right.
His name was Shaggy.
Right.
And it wasn't
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. He says he was telling officers that he was watching YouTube at the time. Yeah,
Oh, he was tubing something.
yeah, yeah. So that's
I didn't know YouTube had it like that.
me either, man. But
Maybe that's one of
apparently,
them subscription channels.
You gotta go in your settings and put it on dark mode.
Right?
So
so what did you find now?
Oh no, it was you was talking about the word nuts came up, and my brother sent me this, and it's this whole run of peanut butter called Nerdy Nuts, and they had like he says it's legit, but they're peanut butter treats. So you've got a regular peanut butter, yeah, and then this one here is Dubai chocolate, and then there's the ultimate PB cheesecake. Like they have this whole run of flavored peanut butter that apparently is phenomenal. So
Check them out.
Nerdy Nuts, y'all go check them out.
Nerdy Nuts.
And then there's the old donut scented Happy Sack cream.
he
Donuts.
could have used that
He's
in
a
that
cop
shed.
too, so imagine that he sent me. He recently got a big promotion at where he's at, and I went into the gas station one day. I was going to go over and see him, and there was this package or prepackaged donuts, but they said super donuts. And I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." So I went and gave him one. I said, "You don't deserve regular donuts no more. You got promoted."
Super donuts, what they used to serve at school.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
That, that was the snacks they gave you before the standardized testing.
Right.
Yeah,
All right, so while we're talking about this, you mentioned something earlier when we were talking about you can send poop to people's houses.
yeah, there's a website.
What?
Yeah, there's a website called poopsender.com.
Oh my god!
And
He's going.
I believe
gonna go check
the
it out right
three
now.
types of poop you can choose from are cow, gorilla, or elephant. Obviously, the prices vary based on how much and which animal you choose. I haven't checked on. It's been years since I saw it, but that definitely used to be a real website that you
Well,
could
I mean, just
purchase.
like you could send a bag of dicks to someone too, right?
Yeah,
The little-
yeah, that's
the
true.
little gummy dick?
Yeah, yeah. I've done that once or twice
I call them
to an
gummy
old boss. Huh?
What?
What? What'd you say?
You know what? You do you.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do this real quick. We'll be back in just a minute.
It's
At Botanical Alchemy Nutraceuticals, they're a veteran-owned company, and they tailor CBD recipes specifically to you. Inflammation, if you need, anxiety relief, if you're trying to focus more, if you're trying to lose weight, they have a formula for you. And you know what? They'll tweak it a little bit here and there if you need to make it perfect for you. It's sublingual. You put it under your tongue, just a drop, and it's instantly effective and 80% absorbed by your body. The other CBD that you get, the gummies, the things like that, 20% absorption, not nearly what you want. And this is pharmaceutical grade. Go over to bantx.com. It's bantx.com and put in the promo code PATP25 to get 25% off. They don't just have CBD. They've got all kinds of products. They've got a lot of different hemp products. They even have CBD for your pets. Check them out. It's bantx.com, baby.
It built with alloy and high-tech microchips, silicone skin and unparalleled grip, equipped with only state-of-the-art hydrogen battery powers my heart. All functions normal, initiate AI spectrum. Of course it's without a doubt, I'm made with bolts and screws. Functionality is what I'm about. So what explains my feelings for you? Memory loaded and intact. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part installed brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine, but something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Diagnostics re-engaged. I'm not programmed for emotion, but my circuits are flooded with feelings. My sensors detect no corrosion. In no way should I find you appealing. Rescan for errors. I have no glands that make me sweat. Nothing in my coding to create desire. So why does the back of my neck feel wet and my processor feel like fire? No moisture detected. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part installed brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine, but something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Should I return to 301 Blue? Deposit myself in the crush station. I find myself just looking at you. Surely this is some mutation. Welcome back, Model 69701. Let me just give myself to the robot arms from above. Being dismantled is all I can do. It's the only way to fight love. Activate Crusher. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part installed brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine, but something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Goodbye, you live worse. Goodbye, factory. Goodbye to unreal dreams about you and me. And I just wanna tell you before I'm gone that system erased. skin tell the story I've lived. Each cut and each bruise, a lesson they give. Time keeps ticking, mending what's torn.
Here we go. We'll come back. I don't know what was going on. Was there not any sound with that song? I don't know what was going on. Everybody was saying,
We
is there
can hear
anyone out
everything
there?
fine.
But
Something's wrong with y'all's stuff on the other end.
Yeah.
It's never our stuff.
I didn't, and that I've played that song before, but whatever. Anyways, we'll remember
Well,
that
most
button.
most
So.
volume buttons are on the side of the phone. You just press up.
So before we went to break there, you were talking about sending that you could send poop to people,
Poop senders.
and you decided to look up the site.
No joke, poopsenders.com.
It does exist.
The very first thing, 2025 Spring Fling Mega Pack. 3-pound Mega Pack. It was $99. It is on sale right now for $49.95. And if you order now, they'll throw in some nice little hibiscus flowers. Decorate your pile of shit.
So if anyone wants to crap it on your 2025, you can seriously return the favor.
This is the only one that I just don't necessarily agree with because I can go right down the street and get this. Dude, you can get cow dung right now, $17.95 delivered, dude. A quart or a gallon. It's like you have an option there. Elephant crap. It's only $18.95, and it just depends, quarter or a gallon. Gorilla poop. I love how they change it from crap to dung to poop. It's $19.95 a quart, so it's kind of got special. You can get a combo pack. I mean, this honestly looks like the electric cowboy bathroom at 5 in the morning. $44.95. You can now accepting cash, 100% anonymous, no paper trail. I'm gonna do this.
Do you need Rich's address?
Here's what I need to know. Do they keep a little warmer in there and keep it sealed off? That way you get the full effect of that pile of shit when they get there. Like, steamy pile of gorilla crap, dude.
I mean, imagine
Fresh from the jungle, next day air.
Imagine ordering so much that they have to have like one of those little machines to just carry it down the street and
Right.
dump it.
Oh my God. Drone delivery.
Bye, honey. I'm going to work. There's crap in the driveway. Can't
Like
today.
a Wally for Dookie.
Like, this is straight up. Like, I mean, 2025 Spring Fling Mega Pack. This
you
makes
think
me want to buy some.
Do you think anyone's boss would believe it? I can't come to work. There's crap in my driveway.
Right. I mean,
Well, see, weapon collectors, since we're so full of it, I mean, we can send you some if you'd like. Just let us know your address. This guy on YouTube, man, this commenter, he's getting into
Keyboard
it.
warrior.
He's
hey,
a
hammer
keyboard
down.
warrior for
Hammer
real.
down. Send your address, and I'll send you a pile of shit.
He probably wants the combo.
Hey, real quick here, I do want to
With
say
the
good
flowers.
morning. She just popped in and said good morning, everybody. Lori Burt. Good morning, Lori. She's also known as Granny Hulkster in the kind of independent community of wrestling.
Hey, Lori.
I also want to send thoughts and prayers out to her, man. Yesterday, her son got sent to the hospital. He was having some chest pains. The whatever levels they look for were steadily being raised every time they did the drawing. So last I heard, last update she had given, they were transferring him to another hospital to get checked out. But thoughts and prayers go out to her. So,
Yeah, 100%.
keep us updated on that. So didn't mean to damper the mood or ruin the celebration sprinkles of sending poop to somebody.
No,
but,
I'm sharing this to the dad page.
There you go.
Well, I mean, if the doctors can't figure it out, we'll send some of
That'll-
this to the doctors.
That'll go perfect with
Yes.
your picture that you posted yesterday. I never saw whether you got the world record or not. I just saw the
so
toilet seat.
It was pretty cool. I found this meme, and it was a toilet, and it had a
Oh, I thought that was your toilet.
no, that would have been epic. It says, "Don't flush. Going to get a tape measure, possibly world record." So, now my favorite one is one that I found. It was like a 5-foot long toilet, and it says for couples who have joint Facebook pages.
So, surprise for y'all, and hey, this kid may have brought the best gift to his teacher that she's ever gotten since teaching. I don't know, but Pennsylvania kindergarten class got a surprising treat that brought the cops in. Somehow, one of the kids that attend the school decided that he was going to bring some Jell-O shots to school,
Yeah.
and he shared them with 3 classmates. Yep, the alcoholic kind. The Greater Johnstown School District took quick action, and the kids were taken to the hospital, and their parents were called. But both the school and the cops are still trying to find out how the kiddo got the shots exactly.
You can buy them straight out of the daggum
Cafeteria?
cooler at your local package store.
Depending on the school district, yes.
Hey, look, this is no joke, and I'm not going to say where, but I do know that there was a school in Arkansas that a kid was caught with about 30 vapes in his backpack and a wad of cash.
Dang.
They also found that this same kid was charging $5 a pull off of a THC pen in the bathroom between classes.
Wow.
I'm like,
Hey,
where was that shit when I was
right, for real, man.
People are mad at the boomers.
Right, yeah.
I've heard of that. I've heard
Sounds
of
like a
kids
good
right.
entrepreneur.
That's what
Going to be a nice business owner in the future.
I've heard of kids that, especially like if their school has, a lot of just only healthy options during lunch, they'll walk in with a bag full of like chips and candy bars and sell them to all their, all the students. And man,
That is a true thing, and that was going on right when that restriction hit. I was in high school.
Yeah?
So I am guilty of paying about $2 a honey bun out of someone's backpack when they took away my vending machine.
Hey, I got
You
I
paid
got-
$2 a honey bun? The prices were more for me where I was at.
Oh,
Well,
man. Well, he went to McClellan, so.
yeah, my school don't exist anymore. They tore it down.
Oh, I was talking about ADC. So
Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot more there.
concert
we
would be
got-
like $3.75.
I got kicked out. I got suspended for 3 days for slinging blow pops.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had a whole box of blow pops, man, 25 cents a piece, dude. I was hitting about probably $50 a week off blow pops.
When
man.
you got caught, did you look at him and say, blow this?
My mom did. She was madder than hell when she came in to pick me up. I thought I was in trouble. No, she was mad at the principal for. She's like, this kid's trying to make money and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but yeah, it was a big deal.
I had a buddy of mine, I'm not going to say his shoot name, but Christian Cross, which I know Rich knows and you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he sent me this video, and it said, it's really sad when you get kicked out of the gun expo for testing all guns by the size that they fit in your, or by mouth.
Wow.
I'm like, wow.
Right?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's scary.
Yeah. So don't go to any gun expos if
No.
you're wanting to do that. That's not good.
Let's see here. I'm just
might be
scrolling
frowned
through,
upon.
seeing.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, something going on there. So,
For me, I'm just testing the mouth fit.
apparently, returning back to kind of what's going on in the news, let's see what the next update is. Let's go here. There was a story I'd seen there, yeah. Kind of more serious role, but again, just what is wrong with
I
people
can't
these
believe
days,
there's
so.
not been a Florida man story in there.
Oh, we have a Florida story. We'll definitely get it there. It was an interesting one. That's the one I was actually just looking for. But New Jersey couple was recently arrested for allegedly keeping a girl captive in a dog crate. A New Jersey couple is in custody accused of abusing and holding a girl captive for years. Camden County prosecutors say Brenda Spencer and Brandon Mosley, whose relation to the girl is unclear, allegedly pulled her out of school in 2018 when she was a sixth grader. So this is back a little ways. I mean, yeah. Then they allegedly confined her to a dog crate for around a year before forcing her to live chained up and locked in a bathroom or a room with only a bucket. Mosley is charged with assault. Sexual assault. Authorities say the now 18-year-old escaped last week and ran to a neighbor's house for help. A 1-year-old living in the home was removed by authorities, so she was able to break free, and I guess that's how they got caught. But
People are crazy.
still, man, that is some sick people out there.
Like, I don't know if the world's getting crazier or if just social media is allowing us to hear about it.
Man, I think both really anymore. Like, I mean, I agree. Like, for the longest time, I used to think that way,
Right.
and because there's just more access
There's
to
a
it.
whole lot more
But
access.
I really like. There's another part of me that when I hear that, I kind of go back and look in history at what's been reported and
Right.
what's been even brought to light since it happened. In the form of podcasts and everything, and it's like, man, I gotta wonder, this stuff was going on forever. It
Right.
sounds like it's just like you said. Now we have more access to it. I don't know.
It's got to be easier to go crazy because
There's so much to go
Right,
crazy
well,
about.
I mean, let's just say 6 years ago, if I bought $300 in groceries, I was having a damn good week.
Right.
Now it's like I can only afford $300 in groceries.
Right.
For a month.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's just everything is going crazy price wise. And then like I couldn't imagine being a single parent in today's world.
I mean, it's tough, man. I am, and I don't just say that to toot
Right.
my own
No,
horn or
no,
anything,
I couldn't
but
imagine that. That's like,
yeah, I was talking about it. I think it was last week with Patrick. I actually, it's been since I've been on the show here that I've really started using AI more for things.
yeah.
We use it for the songs, and we use it to edit our, clips and videos. So I mess with that, and they introduced me to Grok, and like it was last week or whatever, and I was kind of looking at my finances after getting my paycheck and paying my bills, and man, let's put this AI thing to test. So I went into Grok and I said, hey, give me a grocery list of ingredients to make dinners for 7 nights that are kid friendly. And my budget is about $100, and I shop at Harp's grocery store. And within a couple seconds, man, it printed me out a list, 7 different meals, ingredients, recipes to cook it. Grocery list, it said total would be like $87. I threw in a couple extra things, but it was
God, dang
it was
right.
like $95 altogether.
that's insane. I need
And
to try that.
and it's been great. We've had just last night I made like a sausage spaghetti or whatever.
Right.
It was pretty cool using like the 5 for 25
Right.
thing. It printed out like a recipe for chicken fried rice. Just different things that have all been new meals, honestly, that I haven't thought about cooking before, and I've always had the ingredients, and I was
That's
just
actually
like,
a
oh,
good
cool.
idea, 'cause I've been using the Chat GPT a little bit.
Yeah.
And, it's freaking really cool.
Yeah, man.
I went in there
Yeah.
and told it the other day because I was just going to test it out, and I was like, create a tattoo image. I said for outlaw. I like military, America, and something else, and hit the button, and it was like, holy crap!
Yeah, dude, it's crazy what
was
it can
pretty
do.
sick. Like,
Yeah.
it was impressive.
So I'm a huge nerd. That wasn't obvious on my shirt. You can actually play Dungeons and Dragons with ChatGPT. You could have ChatGPT be the dungeon master and give you the story, and you just play it.
That's
all with-
crazy.
My fiance actually told me about it and tried it out, and she was like, "Oh, it was
That's kinda
pretty
cool.
fun.
Wow.
A little one-person adventure, what?"
Have you seen Everwood?
Oh, that's badass, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
D&D.
Absolutely, man. That's sweet looking.
Yeah, ChatGPT, the AI thing,
It's
it's
insane.
next level. Yeah.
I've been using Chat GPT a lot lately to have you seen the Chat GPT roasts? No?
No,
Oh gosh.
It's it's pretty good.
Let me
I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on that for sure. Especially,
yeah, so you can load a picture of it. Let's
Oh,
see
and just
here.
say roast it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on right now.
Oh, you've seen that? Okay.
It's on right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm fixing to hammer Mikey G.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm
Let's
save that for Monday night.
Well, he said he's good with wrestling, so he may not even be good at that.
Right? No, he. It's funny. I made this. I posted this picture the other day, and said something about Mikey G was trying a new look, and there was a few people that thought it was real. They was like, "Oh my God, is he really going to do that?" And I was like, "No, he's really not. But it would be funny if he did." It looked like Chewbacca's butthole. If I had to, dang dude, you found a good picture.
Oh yeah.
Look.
Oh yeah. Hang on. We're about to do this for
My
real.
one headlight lawnmower, and I was drunk AF. All I did was back it out so I could pop willies and ride willies into my shop as we were playing
I was trying to
Bago.
see the pose.
Hang on. We'll get there. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I was.
ChatGPT's finna light him.
Right.
up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some. Look there.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Did you put it? Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like, what is that? That's Chewbacca's butthole. Straight up. I mean, there's no other definition for it.
The meal plan, that's the first good thing I've heard about ChatGPT. I'm in college, and a lot of kids these days use it for, like, typing papers and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, I was going to say a minute ago, if you're in school today and you can't pass a class, you're just an idiot, because they've got these pens that you can scan things now, and I mean, there's the technology's insane.
All right, here we go. So I don't know if you may have to like make this your profile picture so everybody can see it.
Roast the guy in the picture.
All right, I said roast the guy in the picture whose name is Outlaw, and he does a podcast called Dad's After Dark. All right, so
Oh,
I gave
boy,
it a little
here we
bit of
go.
information. So it goes. All right, It says, "Oh boy, Outlaw from Dad's After Dark looks like what happens when a midlife crisis meets a Walmart clearance rack on the 4th of July." Says, "This man rolled out of a Mountain Dew commercial covered in American flags like he lost a bet with NASCAR."
Hell yeah! That is perfect.
The guy's outfit screams, "I have a very strong opinion about gas station hot dogs."
They're amazing.
And is that a can of Glade air freshener in his cup holder? Bro's drinking Febreze like it's a pre-workout. Says he's got the energy of someone who thinks he's mowing the lawn shirtless, counts as cardio and life advice. And that podcast, Dad's After Dark, sounds like a support group for men who peaked in high school and now give parenting tips between belches and conspiracy theories.
Oh my God, this is good.
Says, "This ain't a podcast host. This is what happens when you give a Monster energy drink a driver's license and a riding mower."
Copy that. I will post that and own that. That is
That be your new bio?
I'm not even mad about that. Like at some point, I was thinking I'm gonna get pissed off and we're gonna soapbox this. No, I'm actually excited about that because is there really? What is that on my knee?
Hang on, let's
Was
see.
that
Let's see.
added?
Let's go back. No, it didn't. I didn't think it added anything. I just copied it and pasted it in there. Let's see. Where can I find it at?
Right there.
Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is. There it is. We can try and zoom in on it. Oh yeah, you did add it. It's a can. It's like a can of Bud Light something or whatever.
Enchilada.
Oh, okay.
I think I was trying to get on the Bud Light commercial series, and
This is the product of that.
or I could have just been very intoxicated, and that just is what came. That was perfect. Like I'm actually impressed. I enjoyed it.
Man, it's great.
I
That's
don't
a lot
want
of
to do
fun.
another one. That just
Yeah.
drop the mic there and roll with it. That's phenomenal. I need just to make my own bio with that on there, like you were saying.
I'm gonna send it
That's
to
what
you.
Rich can do tomorrow since there's no rant. He can just do roast.
Just roast of everybody.
Look,
Yeah.
Have people send in pictures that they want roasted of themselves.
That is pretty.
There you go. And then we can put it up. Yeah, we can like flash it up on screen or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm
that'd be
straight up.
fun.
I'm gonna
There you
get
go,
it.
man.
Yeah, got it right there. That's perfect.
All right, let's do this real quick. We'll be back in just a second.
Do you like beer? That's a dumb question, right? Of course you like beer. Look, it's getting warmer, and beer's the best thing in the world to quench that thirst on a nice hot day. Tell you where to go. Stone's Throw Brewing at 402 East 9th Street. Our friend Theron Cash owns it. He's got 14 different beers every day that they're making right there. It's on tap, it's draft beer, and it's delicious beer. And remember, on Mondays, they have the famous $5 crowler. That's right, you go in there with a $5 and take any of the 14 beers you want, no exceptions like the other ones have. Pick any of them and get yourself a $5 crowler. Check out Stone's Throw Brewing. You can eat inside or outside, have your beer there, and enjoy yourself, have good company, play trivia, all that. 402 East 9th Street in Little Rock. Check them out.
All right, and we are back now. Y'all, thank you for joining us. Let's check out. Nobody's been out. Poor guys, everybody on the comments. Nobody's been checking them out, and you know it's normally my job. So we'll see what's going on with comments. Good morning, everybody. Eddie Calhoun says, "Please do a really awful, terrible file." Man, I will try and see if I can do one tomorrow. I got a couple of stories. No, Brandon, I didn't have to. I was trying to fit in the last commercial of the day, man. Coming down to the end. There you go. He said I had to take another pee break. Somebody may want to give me a prostate check or something. So.
Or just get you a catheter.
But Eddie, definitely, man. I think this is your first time catching the show. Patrick is out right now. He's in Oklahoma filming for a reality show called The Blocks. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. So I've been kind of hosting the show for the week. But man, definitely when he returns, we kind of do all the same classic segments that he used to do. They might be named a little something else, but yeah, it's all the same. So we'll try and fit in a couple of stories. So. Again, just checking out comments. Little doggy, what's up? Brandon, how you doing? Eddie Calhoun, weapon collector. Nobody cares. I don't know. That's the keyboard warrior. So Latasha watching. Nick Marshall, what's up? Oh, Nick says what's up? Keegan and CJ. You guys remember Nick?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's Nick Marshall?
You know Nick. Come on,
wait,
man.
he's a Florida fan.
Anyways, yeah, y'all, thanks for joining us. And and hanging out with us. Remember, you can catch us here every Monday through Friday. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe, man. We're still trying to rack up those subscribers and get monetized. You were talking about that the other day, man, that you guys had some issues with Facebook or
Yeah,
whatever.
Facebook's a freaking joke sometimes. We just out of the blue now, Dad's After Dark's been getting monetized for a year or two now. We're making like a whopping $12 a month. But just out of the blue, I got a message like 3 days ago, and it was like, your monetization has been limited to basically nothing. And I was like, what the hell did we do wrong? And it says our technical, basically their computer said we had associated ourselves with another Facebook group that didn't meet the criteria of their community standards. And I was like, prove it. I mean, we've been doing that for life. You're just now saying something about it? Like, what the hell?
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, so it went away for, I guess, 2 days. And then last night was just happened to look at something, and we're being monetized again. So when y'all see us posting 7 times a day,
Right, that's why now.
yeah, click a button, hit a reaction, comment on it. Just the more interaction we get, the more we might get $15 this month instead of 12. So,
The company just want more.
yeah,
Right.
help a brother out.
I for the first time the other day, I had on Facebook. I was scrolling through it. I happened to see my name and my picture on a different profile, and set up like you can add this person, and I was like, son of a bitch, somebody copied my profile. So I was surprised. I actually reported it, and Facebook finally deleted it. Like, they were like, oh yeah, man, we got it taken care of. It's gone. And I was like, damn, they actually did something right this time.
They can copy my social, and they can take all this debt.
Yeah, for real. Like, if you want to be me,
Take it all.
Yeah.
Take it all.
so some, dumb criminals, funny, stupid criminal things, whatever. New Jersey police found $600,000 stashed inside a teddy bear that was inside of a massage parlor. In Edison, New Jersey, police raided Bliss Spa earlier this month and found $600,000 stuffed inside a giant teddy bear. The raid,
That's what I was about to say.
yeah, the raid targeted the massage parlor for suspected prostitution, and 5 women, including the spa's operator, 47-year-old Daniela, were arrested and charged with promoting prostitution. Cops seized a total of $650,000 in cash, plus gold bars, luxury cars, and jewelry, making it the town's biggest asset seizure ever. The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office said that the spa was part of an illegal operation. The case is still under investigation, but officials anticipate no charges against the bear.
That sounded like a rap song there. The gold bars and
Right, gold bars, luxury cars, and jewelry, man. That was.
That's what's up right there.
You've been saying this all day, so let's get I think we need to get. He wants to do like a freestyle rap or something.
He doesn't want to. I would like.
I never said I wanted to do that. It's pressure from the midget.
Hey, if you
Sorry,
want,
little person.
If you want, Rich, I will send you one of his songs, and you can play it tomorrow.
Well, okay. And I was kind of wondering, because you had just said that, sorry, little person, midget. And I'm going out to Miami, Oklahoma to go announce for midget wrestling this Saturday. I figured I'd see you on the card, man.
Andre the Giant died, unfortunately,
Right.
so I don't want to take any of that from him.
We went and watched. It was I think it was last year. It was Extreme Dwarfinators
Yeah, yep.
in Hot Springs, and I got there early because I want to get the best seat. I want to maybe catch some of the guys roaming around, and I did. Dude was outside smoking a blunt, just getting ready for the show.
Never seen that at a show before.
Walked up and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he kind of hit it. I said, "No, you're cool, man. I just wanted to chat with you, blah blah blah." And so we got to talking. I asked him, I was like, "Why is it called Extreme Dwarfinators?" I said, "It used to just be called midget wrestling." And he was like, he got on a freaking soapbox. He was like, "I don't understand why they take that away from us." He says, "We're freaking midgets, damn it. That's what we are." And he went ham, and I was like, "Oh, so it's no, you don't say dwarfinators." He said, "We're fucking midgets."
That's what no, you're good here. There you go, we'll cover it. But
it was epic, dude.
I was talking about that the other day because somebody said, no, they prefer little people. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure they want to own the term
Right,
midgets.
they
They like that.
Now,
It's a
there
term
might
of
be some
endearment.
Karens out there that probably get offended because you called her a midget.
Right.
Or him, whatever it may be. But yeah. No,
Alex Johnson says, gold bars and luxury cars sounds like the beginning of a Ric Flair promo.
let's go.
Right.
Definitely does.
Also, in other stupid criminal news, and I don't know, man, Pennsylvania, wasn't that just where I was talking about with the Jello shots or something?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's a kitty crime wave, we'll just call it, breaking out in Pennsylvania. In Lancaster, 3 kids aged 12 to 13 and 1 adult were charged after 2 separate crimes on Tuesday. In the first incident, a 12-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl tried to rob 2 girls at Lancaster's Culleton Park. The boy showed a gun tucked in his waistband to scare them, but the victims got away. Excuse me. Later that day, police caught a 12-year-old girl and an 18-year-old Jamar Bryant with a stolen gun and drugs at a home on South Queen Street. The kids face charges like robbery, weapons violations, and drug possessions, while Bryant is charged with gun and drug crimes. Police are still investigating and say the incidents aren't connected. But, yeah, man, them kids going wild out in Pennsylvania, man.
And they think it's bad in the South. Jeez.
Wow.
They need to get Perk Angle out there to handle that.
So I told you I had a story for Florida, man,
Okay,
and they made it into the news. So
Let's do it.
the Lee County Sheriff's Office in Florida said they found an alligator that was knocking on doors in the Lee County neighborhood. They caught him after he got stuck in a folding chair. The sheriff's office posted a video to social media showing the gator that was spotted visiting front porches in Tortuga. Our 3rd Precinct deputies responded to a call this morning of a suspicious gator knocking on doors within the community. The video shows the alligator getting its head stuck in a folding chair, causing it to bring the seat with it as it approaches the front door of homes. So this alligator's just walking around up to homes with this chair stuck to it, just banging up against the door. Can anybody help me and also, be a meal?
He just gave the rest of the Florida Gators a really bad name.
You're welcome, Nick. That's your starting offensive line.
Yeah, right?
And also making it into news, apparently now we have robot nerds. A team of Purdue University students built a robot that can solve a Rubik's Cube in a record-breaking .103 seconds. Students at Purdue's Elmore Family School of Electrical and Computer Engineering in West Lafayette, Indiana, met through a co-op program at the school and teamed up to design their puzzle-subbing bot, which they dubbed Purdue's Cube. I guess that's after their last names in Purdue and whatever. Anyways, we solve in 103 milliseconds, said an article on Purdue's website. A human blinking takes about 200 to 300 milliseconds. So before you even realize it's moving, we've solved it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know how many of y'all have messed with Rubik's Cubes, but my son really got into it, and he would hand it to me and say, hey, jumble it all up. And apparently it's not, it's just about a rhythm or a turning, or I don't know the right words, but he looks at it, looks at all 4 sides of it, and he was like, oh, bloop, 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 bloop. And I'm like, dude, I spent 15 years and finally took mine apart.
Right.
I was like, I'm done. I'm going to fix it right now. I finally solved it.
It would have been like, I'll be right back.
Right.
Leave the room, come back with a little mini mallet, and just.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Not my turn.
Done.
Yeah, I've done that one. I was going to say, usually after about 5 minutes of messing with it, I throw it away somewhere and forget that it ever existed until I
Some
find
things my mind's not made to do.
it. Right, right. Let's see here. So, Cheez-It launches a new frozen pizza line.
That may be good, dude. If it's
Right.
like the Totino's.
Read more.
Yeah. Says Cheez-It and Paul Merrill's, a family-owned pizza purveyor based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, have teamed up to launch a new line of frozen pizzas that feature a thin Cheez-It-flavored crust. There are 3 new 16-ounce pizzas, including Cheez-It Italian 4-cheese, Cheez-It Original Pepperoni, and Cheez-It Cheddar Jack Supreme.
I'd get down on that.
Man, I would.
I would too. I don't know if anyone tried the Cheez-It tostada that they had at Taco Bell for a little bit.
No.
Yeah, it was just a giant Cheez-It with, it was a giant Cheez-It with all the toppings on top of it, and you just ate it. It was fire.
This whole box, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about that size. It was big.
Yeah. Says
Cheez-It knows what's going on.
Says a reviewer from the kitchen personally reviewed the Italian 4 cheese, which features a blend of mozzarella, cheddar, Parmesan, and Romano cheeses, and was very impressed. She said that the pizza is cracker-like thin with enough marinara sauce to avoid making it soggy, and that it was incomparable to any other frozen cheese pizzas available. So, I mean, I guess that's a pretty, if you can't even compare it to anything from the frozen food section of pizzas, at least. Says the new line of Cheez-It pizzas is arriving at nationwide retailers, including Kroger and Walmart now. So apparently you can go buy this
So
now.
when was that story published?
Let's see. It says prices range from $6.99 to $9.99. Let's see,
Wow.
when was it published? Which isn't bad, man. I mean, and that's a picture of it right there.
I
That
mean,
don't
it
look
looks like
a-
hammered hell. It looks like that needs to be on poop.
Let's see when it was. Yeah, there's
I'd
the
still
Italian
eat it.
food. Right? I'd still try. I mean, hey, man,
I mean, it'll make a turd, I promise.
I'm trying to find out when it was wrote here. They went really in depth on it.
They
there.
did.
So they have like tons of
Reminds me
pictures.
when I'm looking
Anyways,
for a recipe on a page.
right, and it's got like, oh, and by the way,
Right,
check
yeah.
this out. Yeah, do you need this with your cheese? Right, right. It was published yesterday.
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna be on the lookout for the cheese. We may do a live revealing on Dad's.
Hey, man, there you go.
We did a whole air fryer episode a few years back.
Yeah.
And we had like 5 air fryers set up, and we did everything. We did biscuit wrapped Oreos in the air fryer. It was phenomenal. It was a game changer. But
Hot
we
Pockets
actually
and air
did.
fryers, where
Yeah.
it's at.
Well, see, like pizza, leftover pizza doesn't go in the microwave no more. I throw it in the air fryer.
So have you all ever done, a stunt or anything on Dad's After Dark that just bombed horribly? It didn't go over well, anything like that?
I don't know that we have.
All right, let's switch it to the other side then. What would you say so far out of everything you've done as far as pranks and gags and things? What's your favorite thing from Dad's After Dark?
I mean, I don't know anything that we do to Mikey G. I mean, he's our test dummy for the most part.
He's your gorilla and a baby.
I think one
Yeah.
of the funniest things, and it really wasn't horrific, but we didn't make him, but we did a challenge and he lost, and he had to put on an extra. It was a youth small hoodie, and Mikey G's about your size, and we put a youth small hoodie on him, and we couldn't get it off. So we're live. I hooked my winch up with my 4-wheeler, and we winched that damn thing off of him, and it was quite humorous. Just some of the scare pranks are fun. My son has one of those airsoft pew-pews, and he likes to sneak up to the door right there by where we're sitting. It's a metal door, and just from the outside and light it up. Rodney's pretty jumpy, so it's like, and it scares everybody for a minute. But I don't know, man. I think we need to go compile a whole best of pranks.
Man, that'd be good to see. Yeah.
And just let them run. I think that would be cool because we do a lot of dumb. We actually made Mikey G. So he said because of the whole potted meat thing, we were in the middle of a show one night, and for some stupid reason, he was like, "Man, I think a potted meat shake would be cool."
I remember that episode. Oh man, that
And
was.
then so I didn't say nothing. Like registered, noted, locked into place. This is happening. And then he came on the show, and we're doing our show, getting ready to do our show one night, and I legit had all the ingredients out on the table, and he was like, "What is this?" I said, "This is that potted meat shake that you said you were going to try." I never said it, so we argued for 5 minutes. I went and found where he said it, and then he just hung his head. Like, he just sat there with his hand on his face.
Knew I shouldn't have said that. Dang.
And
Yeah.
we did potted meat, a little oil from a sardine can, and then part of a sardine. It was horrific, and he hurled, dude. He blew chunks right there.
Yes, it's better than with sardines and not anchovies.
Well, and the funny thing was, he actually started blowing chunks before he even drank the thing, because he psyched himself out, like seeing it all made together. And it was
I
great.
took the lid off of it, and he was like,
And then while he's gone outside, everybody else is like, I mean, it doesn't taste that bad.
it really
It's-
wasn't
yeah,
horrible. It wasn't. And then my son comes in, he eats a sardine straight out of the dang box.
it was hilarious.
Did you really just eat that? He was like, it's not bad, but we tasted it. We weren't going to let him just go down like that, but I dipped my finger in it and tasted it. And it honestly, if you think of all the ingredients, you're probably blowing chunks, right? But it wasn't, it wasn't good, but it wasn't,
Right.
it wasn't like chunk worthy to me,
Healthy?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, probably. So Spam, I mean, it's high in sodium. So there's a good health kick there,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Protein, a good pre-workout shake.
Keith says you need to do a potted meat pizza on Dad's After Dark. Maybe with the Cheez-It crust.
We could do that.
There you go, something. Speaking about comments, Wendy.
Actually sounds pretty good.
All right.
Lied to you.
Wendy said, slinging blow pops turned into Jello shots. I want to go back to school.
Damn right.
Latasha said her daughter would love that, talking about the alligators. She said she loves alligators. She went into a pit of alligators and tried to pet them. The handler was like, no, don't touch them. Just stand here and feed them. Yeah, before you become the food.
Right.
That's no. And I've been to Florida, man. I would be running so fast if I ever saw a gator or anything. Not happening. Let's look at Facebook here real quick. There was a comment, and yeah, I wanted to shout it out. Thanks, Alex, for reminding me. I almost forgot. Out of all of us here, we do have a celebration. Not only did Don, not only is his first time on Patrick and the People, but he decided to come here and celebrate his birthday with us.
Let's go.
So happy birthday, man. It's what are you now? What level are you?
Oh, 36.
36.
36.
I like it. You said level.
Yeah.
'Cause I do that to my son.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, that's not how that works. I'm like, time out, bro. You're level 12. I'm level 49.
Deal with it.
Right.
Today is my level up day. That's what we're calling it from here on out.
There you go, man.
Happy
I'm not
birthday.
getting
Here's
older.
a weenie soda.
There you go, man. Yeah.
I can clean it as fast as I want to.
That's great.
Well, what you guys got? Anything going on? Anything coming up here soon? Next IPCW show, I know we talked about. Just pay attention on Facebook is the easiest way to stay up to date with that. Infinity Pro Championship Wrestling.
Question though. So
Yeah.
he said that he's done commentary before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Patrick's gotten in the ring, right?
Yeah.
When are you getting in the ring?
My AGE won't allow me in the ring.
Ric Flair had his last match at like 80 something.
Dude,
all right.
if you knew how broken I was, like, I took a shower the other day and hurt myself. I think it would be fun, but I honestly know that I would. Look, Patrick, I think he said he enjoyed that. But
Yeah.
He regretted the hell out of it.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. His in-ring career was
Yeah.
was a one-time
I,
thing.
I
Yep.
think Mikey G would be more suitable for that, just
Well, I mean,
because
hey,
he's our test
you,
dummy.
You know Mikey G very well, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So y'all two.
No, because I would straight up kick his ass.
It's legal. It's legal.
No, I know that, but then we would not be friends anymore.
It's gonna be a shoot real quick.
Yeah, 'cause there's a compile of things that's registered in my brain that he said that's pissed me off over time, and I'm just kidding.
I mean, I keep trying to get Rich in the ring, but he's like.
Well, I mean, we could set it up with him and Mikey G and do like a potted meat pool,
my
match.
God.
Yeah, have fun with it.
No, that
Pot of meat wrestling.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's do it.
see that nah.
That would get this guy out of retirement.
That would take me back to when they used to grease up hogs and try to catch them. It's a bad situation there.
Like in the Lowe's shed.
Right.
Right.
The winner gets a poop delivery.
You remember the movie Old School?
Right? Oh yeah.
If you want to think,
Frank
you're
the
my
Tank.
boy, Blue.
No, we talked about getting Mike in the ring. I actually, whenever they'd had the scaffolding match here, I wanted to jump from the top up there, and I just knew it was not going to be a good idea. But I think Mikey G would be a better candidate for that.
Well, all right. So I'll say this: if Mikey G wants to wrestle, and he comes and he works out, whenever he's ready, we'll set something up with Infinity Pro for him.
Let's see here. Let's just see here right now.
Little Doggy says
Are you
he's
gonna call
buying a ring. He wants to wrestle Patrick. Oh, he's gonna call him right now.
You've reached Mike Love.
Oh, boo!
Voicemail time.
Call. Please leave me your name and number and a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
The mailbox is full.
Oh, that's horseshit.
He knew you were, he's listening.
I
He
didn't
knew
see
you were
any
calling.
horseshit on there. We need to. That's a
You
good
gonna send
idea.
him something now?
Yeah, he's definitely getting a podcast.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get him sent some. Yeah, there you go. So Infinity Pro Championship Wrestling, and celebrating your birthday, man. So congratulations on that, level 36. Anything else coming up special for you?
I mean, not with the company.
Just rocking, yeah, rocking and rolling.
Taking a day at a time. I will say, and I'll talk to you about this until we get like everything set up and fully. I'm not going to put the name out there because I don't want to advertise and then something happens.
Right, right.
But we do have someone from MLW who actually reached out to us about coming in.
Nice.
And I've already talked to him about his opponent, if he does, and both of them are looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. And for those that don't know, MLW is
Major League Wrestling.
okay. That's another independent promotion.
Yeah, that's where I'm not going to say you got to start there, but Jacob Fatu really got big.
Okay.
Alexander Hammerstone, Matt Cross has been there, Matt Seidel.
A lot of big names.
Myron
have come through
Reed.
there,
I don't know if a lot of people know about the young. I think it's Young Goat or Young OG, one of the two.
Right.
But Myron Reed, really, really talented dude. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think who else has been there. I'm naming off all these dudes. Zeta Steele from Evolve.
Okay.
WWE
Nice.
put out, she was there. So
Well, keep us up to date on that, man. Let
Oh,
us know, and
definitely.
we'll let everybody know when that
Yeah.
show's coming up, and definitely get out there and check it out because Jacksonville's not that long of a drive, man. So go out there, check out what they got. They got a good thing going out there in
Matt
Belgium.
Riddle is currently the MLW heavyweight champion.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's that'd be
Big
awesome.
names, big names. We're excited.
What about you, Outlaw? What you got coming
I
up?
don't know. My wheels are turning right now. I'm thinking about a Dads After Dark versus somebody like
Wrestling match.
celebrity match.
Right.
Like a three-way tag team.
Hang on, would you
There
come
you
out
go.
of retirement for a celebrity match?
I could do that.
Do we have to be partners?
No.
No, but
Can we set up the ring in your yard and just or out in the street?
Then I am down. Dude.
Right.
We'll have a neighborhood.
We can. Well, I'm saying we can do like a neighborhood Dads After Dark
That's
block party wrestling event thing,
That-
man.
That would be epic.
There you go.
Like that would be hilarious. But if dads do it, it's going to have to be. We're not doing it against big guys. We need midgets. We need short people. If I take an ass whooping, I want it to be real.
I mean, he's not a midget, but he's small.
Right.
Hit up Triple J.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
There you
he's
go.
so light.
That's
That's part of the QWO. Yeah, man. Pinkies up. Yeah,
Pinkies
yeah.
up. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll have to run this through. Mikey always has some kind of health reason why he can't do something.
I mean, look, y'all can do something like they've done in Japan. What did Kenny Omega wrestled a sex doll before?
Hey, I've got a wrestling match.
No, I'm
too.
saying like he
Right.
legit he wrestled a sex doll. He even let the doll put him in submission.
That's part of most
Like-
people's weekly.
I had told Glover the other
Celebration
day
sprinkles,
that I actually
right?
got off Memorial Day Monday from work, and I was like, so if y'all are doing a show, I can come down. But he said y'all got plans. You're
Yeah,
heading out of town.
we're gonna be in KC.
Right.
But no, I've got a wrestling mask. I got it from Cozumel. I think.
Oh yeah.
That would hide your.
No, it brings it out.
Yeah.
really?
It's got an
Yeah.
opening here. It's pretty
Oh.
cool. I went into it was just one of those shops there by the port where the boat comes in and out. And
So is your wrestling name going to be the Stash Law?
No, it's a L.
If he's got a luchador mask, it's El Mustachio.
There you go. That's
right?
what. That's exactly what it was too. Yeah. That was.
So no shit. I go into this place, and in the very back room, there's like 400 wrestling masks on the wall. And the two boys, my son and his buddy, was like, "Oh, we got to get one." And I was like, "All right." So then the guy that works the store, he was like, "Amigo, you need a mask." I was like, "The hell I do." And he was like, "I'll give you a deal." And I was like, "I bet you will." So
You really
give me-
wanted to cover that face up,
buy
man.
two, get one free, and I'll take one. He was like, "Okay." And I was like, "But you have to give me a wrestling name." And he didn't even blink. He was like, El Mustachio. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Give me the one up there at the top."
Right?
I was already looking at that one. So it pulls the mustache out. Like, it'll just come out and do its thing. So,
He came out on an episode when they were live on Dads After Dark with that on just before we did like the Arkham Brawl event, and he dropped an elbow on the table, took out the whole show, man.
it was funny. Yeah.
It was great.
It was great. You have to go back and watch it.
Y'all can always check out Outlaw and, of course, the crew, Smokestack and Mikey G on Dads After Dark. You guys go live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday at 7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
7
Typically
p.m.
every Monday. Every once in a while, we're like, screw the world.
Right.
We're going to stay home tonight.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to take those,
Yeah.
just relax and call it. But always a good show, man. I always usually tune in. Y'all,
appreciate it.
Man, yeah, seriously,
It's
I
been
appreciate
a
y'all.
good relationship, just teaming up with Patrick and the people. And,
Well,
and
And I said that like forever ago. Like I just stumbled across you guys one night. I was doom scrolling on Facebook, and Dad's After Dark. What is
That's how you
this?
find
And-
us.
right. And then I was like, man, these guys are awesome. We gotta have them in on the show. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's been cool working with y'all.
really cool. We appreciate y'all and vice versa. So.
Absolutely, man. I'm sorry the other guys couldn't make it in today, but I appreciate you coming and helping me out, man. Yeah, it was cool.
I'm the face of the show.
Right? Absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
It's a great combination. It really is. The three of us. You can tell when we're all three sitting at the table. It works.
Oh yeah.
It just works because
Just
Well, and y'all have been like lifelong friends, or
not lifelong. We've
Okay.
been friends for a long time, but it's just I don't know. We've known each other long enough, and we all complement one another in a certain way, and it's just I don't know. It just works, man.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, it's fun. We never thought when we were sitting at a restaurant one night and we wrote it down on a napkin that we were going to do this, and here we are. 5-6 years later, still pushing right along, and we're not trying to be, we're not trying to get famous. We're not trying to get rich. I mean, it would be great, but we're just trying to have fun and keep the positivity going in a world of negative BS and
Absolutely.
just try to love everybody and hope they love us back. And if they don't, kick rocks.
And I'll give a shout out to one of your main sponsors. I know you always talk about them. Of course, you have the garage door guy, but El Agave also,
El
man.
Agave's
You are
amazing,
always talking
dude.
about them.
El Agave's a Mexican restaurant out by the house, and the only negative thing about them is they're not allowed to serve alcohol. That's coming, but you want to have margarita or beer with a
Right.
taco. But their food's amazing. Their customer service is beyond amazing. They're phenomenal. If anybody's ever out that way, just look up El Agave. And,
Absolutely, man.
go get you a bite to eat. Tell them Outlaw sent you. I've got my own booth over there. Yeah.
What about you, Turner? What you got coming up? You just relaxing now that the semester's over, man?
Yeah, I'm finished with school. Honestly, nothing I have coming up that's fun. I actually have a court case in June.
Oh.
For custody. I'm going for full. So
Okay.
talking about the dad's podcast, that really speaks to me as well. I need to check that out.
Yeah.
So if y'all would give me good vibes, I'm going for full custody, and I think I've got a really good shot.
Absolutely, man.
Send it,
Absolutely.
brother.
Well,
Send
I appreciate that. But it's good to be back on the Patrick Other People podcast. This is my second time. And
Yeah.
I enjoy it. And I've always wanted to get on here with you, Rich.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you joining and helping me out today, and appreciate you all, and of course, appreciate you all for tuning in. We'll do it again tomorrow, and then I think I've got Monday left, and then Patrick should be back. I'm thinking Tuesday. So I don't know if he's going to take a day in between or jump right back into it. We'll see. But nonetheless, he'll be back. Wishing him luck again. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you hit all the buttons, man. The like, loves, the subscribes on all the social media accounts with us, with everybody.
You got it.
Here. Share, like, love. I mean, without y'all, we can't be us. So
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it, man.
Sure
Good
enough.
job. Thank you. Thank you. We'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Late.